Hello everybody, I think I'm about 3 seconds too fast for timer there, which is obviously horrifying, but who cares. Anyway, good afternoon / evening / morning / night / wherever anyone happens to be, things, etc. stuff, everybody. So today we're doing midweek multiplayer of Fog Crew, doing a game called Love Letter, which I have never played before. There are foggers.
Mechanics.
Hello.
Those are all of the mechanics that there are.
I have missed all of the mechanics.
The idea is just to stay in the game, essentially. So I will start the table at this point. Queue this up. About to play
Okay.
with opponents.
The doorbell.
Oh,
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Well timed.
So we've got 7 minutes time to think plus 35 seconds per turn. So hopefully that should be sufficient to.
And I totally set this up in advance.
So, Fish.
Yes.
There's no way to click ready. I take it it's just you can do it.
It should be sending us.
Oh, there we go. There starts.
There we are. I think
Nice.
I
Right,
quite
there we go.
flipped
I
the
must
set
play
yet.
one card and keep the other one. So I am going to play a guard, and I'm going to target Frici, and I'm going to guess that Frici has got the handmaid, because I can't remember what any of the cards are off the top of my head, but fortunately it tells us on screen.
Frici is neither a
List of
handmaid
cards there.
nor a sycophant. There's jokes to be made there.
Yeah, so based on what I was just going through, the courtier is actually called the priest in this.
Yeah.
The
Oh, we do have the card list, which is terribly useful.
handmaid is the Shugenja. That's the protected for your next turn. So they're all there on screen so that we can see.
they have
what
different
are. It
names.
would help if I
Yes.
actually swapped to showing the game, which I forgot to do.
Oh,
screen.
might help,
So
Fishy.
apologies to all the no people in my stream.
Yeah, that generally helps. Here.
Welcome to Competency Incorporated.
I believe it is currently counting down for each time.
It is, yes.
So,
Yeah. So
I quite like the "this is my first game, so my time is doubled" mechanic that they have
yes.
brought in here.
Okay.
We'll probably
So,
need
yes.
That's a nice idea.
So, Frici, yes, you choose one of
So,
your
Frici,
cards
you
to
should
play.
have two
how
cards.
do I? Yeah. How do I choose if I don't have the card you asked for, which I don't? But do stay again to make sure. Which card was it?
It does show down the right-hand side, I think.
I played my turn, predicted that you had the handmaid and you didn't, which the game has done automatically, and it's now moved on to your turn. So you should have two cards showing, and you get to play one of them.
I thought I had to. Yeah.
So just select one that you want to play,
Yeah.
and if applicable, a person you want to play it against.
Yep.
Could possibly go horribly wrong.
I see it now. Yeah.
Card list down the sides, which
Why
is
not play this
terribly
on
handy.
full screen, given that we're
Oh,
I
bollocks.
thought I had to actually, check if or rather accept that I didn't have the card.
I
It
don't
doesn't
want
allow
that.
you to lie, so
Yeah.
What sort of game doesn't allow you to lie? That just can't be right.
But
there are plenty of games that do. This just doesn't happen to be one of them.
I wonder if anyone's
You...
put brackets
it's strange
on.
when a bluffing game does not allow you to lie.
Okay, so it is
Still
therefore
Frici's turn.
Still Frici's turn.
Okay.
Yes. Why is it still Frici's turn? Is there an
At
end?
the moment, it is still Frici's turn.
There we go.
It's
Now
a standing
it's
move
my
to the
last
server.
turn.
Okay, so.
Wow, that was noisy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was
Apparently
tapping
we're
my
playing this
feet in
game with
meditative.
God.
God of Daleks, perhaps. I was tapping my feet. In
Maybe.
So I've got my two cards.
Yep. You've got your card list.
I'm guessing that once again, this game has got a second edition because some of these are not doing exactly what I expect them to do.
Yes. Which, to be fair, since no other bugger aside from you and me has ever
And there's
played one.
there's apparently a jester and an assassin, which are completely new to me.
So
Yeah.
that sounds fun. What are the numbers down the sides of them for 8, 7,
Yeah,
5s?
there are
Their values, I
definitely a
thought.
lot more cards. There's 23 cards, not 6.
How do I play the card?
More than 23. There's a lot more cards than there were in the version.
Oh, so it's
I played.
target
They've
opponent.
obviously
It's up at the
updated
top.
game.
Right, okay. So I target an opponent.
Yep.
And, oh, good. It gives me a list of the ones. Okay, yep, there's a list here. So let's go with.
I'm guessing someone's playing a guard.
Yep, someone's playing a guard.
Aha.
Yeah. Yes, it's very convenient that it gives you the list of cards. because
Isn't it
otherwise
just? Yes.
You'd be a
So
bit
the
stuffed, wouldn't you?
first numbers of the value of the cards, and then the number in brackets is the number of those cards in the game.
Seems
The
to
number
be,
in
yeah.
brackets is
Yes.
indeed the number of those cards in the game.
Hence
Yeah.
why you can guess
Um,
guard because there's so many of them.
The
Yeah.
first number, is indeed the value of the card. So the princess is obviously the highest value card in the game.
So,
No.
the Dark Insanity is
Dark
not the
Insanity
prince
is
or the
not a
count.
prince or count.
The bishop would appear to be the highest value card in the.
Cards. Some of them count as the same
would.
choice.
Yeah.
So, for example, you pick handmade or sycophant, whereas
Aha.
previously the sycophant didn't exist and it was just handmade.
I suppose otherwise you're looking
Princess
at
isn't the
reducing
highest value, is it? The
chances.
bishop is the highest value.
No,
That's
it's
new
because
as well.
you're picking the value of the card, not the name of the card, by the looks of it. Anyway, what does that character do?
Yeah, could be.
I love the fact that nobody can talk on stream about what they're actually playing until they hit play.
Yeah.
Well, we can, but it kind of tips everyone off to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
so
kind of
Sit here saying,
scappers
well,
the whole.
since I've got the Baron in my hand,
Yeah.
what I have to do is, oh, bugger.
Hi, Mickey.
Hello, Mickey.
It does scupper the whole
What I
standard
have-
stream of
Hey,
things
Mickey.
of narrating what you're
Chat's
doing.
popped out.
Hey,
Let's
Mequidor.
pop out some people.
Yep.
I saw...
Okay. So these are my
tells me what you had.
options.
Okay, that's good. What does that do?
Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Mhm.
Right, now I
Okay.
can see some chats.
And the other card. Oh right, so actually, I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Well, that's disappointing.
Right.
Somebody's happy.
So
Someone had to be.
let's play that.
Only me or that
Possible.
that
At
have
unspeakable, what
actually it's
point
not
is
that.
knocked out? Oh,
Someone
that's
else that
interesting,
has an echo.
Right, so
I heard an
Echo not coming from me. I haven't got anything going through open speakers.
it could be coming through me. I have.
Strangely enough, I only hear it when that speaks.
Oh, fantastic.
Um,
That's me. Talk, you
And
lot.
it's from Hint. It is from Fishy indeed.
hey, I hate that card, so I'm going to play that one instead. So I am going to play a
special
card,
rules for when Drut's talking.
and I am going to put Drutty.
Over there.
I am, in fact, I think, going to pick Drutty and me.
Ah, no!
Oh,
That's
damn.
the second time
Damn,
Drut's had a
damn,
card
damn.
swapped out from under her.
Yeah,
just
but I made I have
No,
made
it's the
a
first time.
huge mistake.
Yeah, you have kind of.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So why do I now have a 3 on my test?
I don't know
On my-
quite why I get to look
area.
at her
What
card.
does-
I know what her card is. I just gave it to her. That's a
Yeah.
bit weird.
Congratulations. I think it was saying, wasn't... was you played the cardinal, didn't you? Because it says make 2 players exchange hands, which suggests you should be able to pick a different...
I suppose,
2
yeah.
other
If I'd made 2 other players
Yeah.
change hands, I could have then looked at one
Ooh,
of them
nifty.
because I chose to swap out mine
Mm.
because I didn't
Yes.
like it, but it's still a bad choice.
So what are those numbers on our
Bottom left.
bottom left? That made more sense in my head, but yeah.
The value of the cards that you have played.
Okay, so you play the higher value cards
Yeah.
and you get those points.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, am I right in thinking that what Frici just did displayed one of my cards to everyone?
Possibly.
No, it
Unfortunately,
didn't.
I was looking at chat.
No, the priest just lets Frici see what your card is.
No.
Yeah, it only showed it to me.
It would have shown us in the thing down the right hand side as well, I think. It would have shown
Oh, yes.
what it's showing every move that you're allowed to see.
Right, well, seeing as Frici knows what I've got, I shall play that one.
Aha.
That's the main use of looking at another player's hand. Is it's usually going to force them to play that card so that you don't know what they've got.
Yup.
I did.
And since I quite like the one that I got anyway, I was
It seems to be the trend.
Oh, I mean, I'm saved.
God, right.
Hail to the king.
I am
Hail to the
saved.
king, baby.
You're saved, are you?
Well, I'm saved from the guaranteed out that you were about to hit me with.
Really?
Oh, for God's sake, why does RN Jesus hate me so?
Well, If you type RNG in my chat, the response from a bot is reliably
Okay,
nasty
so
to
I'm
Gavin.
going to play the bishop, which is the card that I got off Drutty.
I obviously misread the assassin. That's annoying.
And I am going to guess that the Dark Insanity has got the Dowager Queen.
You would be correct.
RNG, reliably nasty to Gavin.
Absolutely.
love it
Jesus, he knows me, and he knows
Which apparently
I'm
makes it
shite.
my turn. Which,
Okay.
I may discard my card and draw another one. Oh, wait, why did I do that? That was not actually what I wanted to do. Never mind. Anyway, I have a thing.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, the reason I panicked after I played the hand swap card against Drutty was that the Dowager Queen's mechanic is that you compare hands with somebody and the higher
Card is
to
out.
play with the higher hand is out. I
would
swapped
have to be-
it for the bishop, which is higher than the Dowager Queen. So when we got
Yes.
round to Drut's turn, without
She
the-
could have
the-
got you out knowing what
card
it was.
swap, she would have known she could get me out straight away.
Right. Knight go.
Makes sense.
See, up until that turn just played, I knew what I was going to do.
This game does turn quite quickly in that respect.
Now I
got
The whole
don't.
very-
game actually plays very quickly. It's normally played. You play several rounds until somebody hits a certain point score, which I think on this has been determined by number of players. I think it's a set number of.
Am I right in thinking
players,
that
I can't remember.
Fishy is actually winning at the moment?
Yeah, because I scored a point.
Yes.
Some of these new cards give you a point without you winning the round, which is utterly new to me because the version of Love Letter I have doesn't do that. So I have actually won a point using the bishop. So
Can
I'm
we
not gonna
cause
use
you
the
to
bishop.
lose
It's
points?
a good card.
Possibly the Munchkin love letter. Because I just distinctly remember the Duck of Doom.
Yeah, the Munchkin version is called Loot Letter, by the way.
Loot letter, that's it. It's me.
Yeah, we're confused as well, Matt Playdoll.
Yeah.
Right, so I think if I do this,
It won't last, Mecky, don't worry.
and
Well, I've used my card to make Fishy the target of make Fishy the target of the next action. So long as Dark Insanity's got something nasty,
if I remember properly,
You're
oh,
okay.
right, no, I must
And
target
choose the
Fishy.
target of the next action. So yeah,
That's problematic
okay.
because I think I should remember
That's
what
going to
his.
be
I
interesting.
think I know what Fishy has. Well, I think I should know what Fishy's supposed to have.
Yeah.
I know what Fishy has.
You
So
might-
does anybody who looks at my stream. This is definitely these kind of games are really open
Right,
to
let me
stream
just go to
typing.
Twitch and
yes, yeah, I specifically do not have any on the stream open because I don't want
Yeah,
to see what
funny
you
Yeah,
guys
I don't
have.
have any on stream today for
I've
that
just
reason
got
as well.
Chatty running.
this is going to be
Likewise.
basically a blind guess.
That's pretty
That
much the
does
way the
blind
game
gas.
plays.
yeah.
It's a combination of knowing the cards and the number of cards because it's showing. It's actually made it slightly easier on here because it's showing us what people have played, so you can actually look at what
Okay.
the cards have been
You can
played
check
rather
the
than
history.
doing.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That
So
was
it's a
going
combination
really
of
well.
knowing what cards are in the deck and what's been played, and knowing the other
Right.
players and sort of what their playing style is, what cards they're likely to hang on to, and
Let's
what cards
do
they're
that.
not.
I'm going into hiding.
She's actually not going to have her deck swapped out until her next turn now.
I'm hanging on to my bloody deck for a turn. It's not because it's a dramatically useful
Okay.
card. It's just I'm miffed.
See, Nitebytes, I wish you hadn't done that because I knew that Druttercup had the king because I just gave it to her, which is why I was trying to target her with the guard.
Sorry.
Right, so I'm now actually going to play a
Huh?
guard.
That's amazing.
Fishy's
There
go.
aren't many guards that have been played yet, so I am going to guess that Frici has a guard because oh no, you can't guess the guard, can you? So I'm not going to.
You can't guess
you're-
the guard,
I'm
yeah.
not
No,
going to
because
guess.
there's a lot
has
of guards.
something else with a higher number. Let's go with the Countess because there's quite a lot of them.
Frici is neither a countess nor a dowager queen. That's good to know. It's always a positive.
Yeah, I'm a count instead.
You just got
That
the
was
wrong.
close.
You just got the wrong genitals.
Who's has he got?
Countesses apparently.
Hopefully not the Dowager Queens.
Where dowager. You know, it's
Right, I
a
shall
little bit of fun.
have a guess that Fishy is going to win the round.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
These
Oh yeah, that's
mechanics
an interesting
and
card.
extra ways of earning points are quite interesting. As I say,
They
they're
are.
not in the original version of the game, but I do quite like the way that works.
Yeah.
So,
So I've never played this game before. I'd never even heard of it till you mentioned it in Discord. So
Mhm.
completely
It's-
new to me.
it's extremely popular in circles that know about board games. It came out and literally everybody was playing it for quite a
Yeah.
while because it is so quick to pick up and plays so quickly as well. It was a great game just to play a few hands while you're waiting for other people to turn up and play something.
Fishy's out.
Fishy's out,
Yay.
but
I
I earned a
guessed
point,
wrong.
so
How...
Right.
I don't mind
Is it-
too much.
Are you
I
out
still got
because you
1
ran
point.
out of cards, or...
No, if you discard the princess, you're out of the round. You made him discard his
Oh.
card.
Oh,
That's the danger with having the princess. It's very difficult to
Yeah.
get rid of the princess because you can't discard it. You can only trade it to someone else.
Yeah.
And while you've got it, you're always at risk that someone will
Do
hit
exactly
you with
what I
something
just
like,
did
say,
to
a
you.
prince.
Let's have a look. Let's do
What?
that.
Well, not
And
win,
I will
technically.
have a look at there and there.
So does that mean I get a point from that one, or does that just mean you discarded your hand?
No, that just knocks me out. To get
Is
the
that-
point, you have to either play one of the cards that specifically says score 1 point, which are all
Yeah.
in the right-hand half of the list,
Ah, that's
or
helpful.
be the last man standing, essentially.
okay.
The last one in when everyone else goes out. If it comes down to just 2 people with no options for what are going on, you then just do a compare and the higher value wins. So at that
Ah,
point, the princess will win it,
Would win.
but you've got to still be alive at that point.
Yes. So,
So yes,
Frichi's-
Mecky, no, he's not winning. Not
Frichi's
anymore.
plus ones are because
Actually,
he got
technically,
plus
I'm
one
still
point.
winning.
Fucking
No one else
Baron.
has
What
earned
does
a
the
point
Baron
yet.
do?
Oh, shut up. That's
Cool.
an affection token. That's not a point. That's something else.
Where's the...
I'm out, apparently.
Yep, the Baron
Whoops.
checks your hand against mine, and if your hand is lower value, you're out.
Yeah. And the guard is low value. So
The guard
yes.
is incredibly low value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Indeed.
I've actually turned game
Okay.
turned off now because the doorbell noise is irritating me. So it must be...
Hey,
like-
May.
Yeah, the doorbell noise.
Hey,
is
May.
really irritating.
Oh, Maynard. So
Hi,
I was
May.
like, we're not playing Overwatch.
Hi, May.
Hello, Maynard.
Hello, Miyazaki. Welcome aboard.
Overwatch is Saturday. This is a interesting choice.
I really
What
play
happened to
some
the nation
Overwatch.
bar? I turned it off because although I've only got 50% of my donation goal donated, for which I'm extremely grateful for that 50%, I also got my portion of the money from
Sucker.
the family home today, which
Oh,
means
that's
I
a
can
shame.
afford to buy my mattress as soon as I've got a room to put it in.
Mhm.
Yes.
So
Right.
I don't feel that it's really fair to be asking for
Okay.
donations towards something I've got the money for.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
Let's do.
That said, I'm seriously considering upgrading to a Ryzen, and even with the money, I might actually look for help with that.
Let's kick
Yeah,
Frici out.
it's not cheap to upgrade to a Ryzen.
No. Apparently,
I've
got a
lot
Druttercup's
less money than
noises,
I
they're
wanted to pay.
curious, which...
I had no problems with the initial, the amount that I was estimated to get. I had absolutely no problems with it. It was going to go into something like a savings account or invest it somewhere in some way, go somewhere useful. It's as it is. I got half of the amount I was expecting, and after paying off my debts, which I have now done,
Yeah.
there isn't really enough to be worth investing in any way. So
Oh.
although it's still useful rainy day money,
Mhm.
that's
Mm.
now started me thinking, but that means I can afford to to shuffle some of it off to buy a new computer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
You should stick
I'm
a
not
couple of
saying I'm
grand.
Oh, I
going
won.
to, but I'm
You-
seriously
Yeah.
thinking
Yes,
about it.
Frici has apparently just won by having a sycophant, which seems...
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah, you should definitely
Damn you,
premium mods a
Frici.
couple of
So I'm
grand,
now
Frici.
joint winning with Frici.
Apparently, yeah.
Fun, 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 fun.
And it's Frici's turn.
It is
On the new
Frici's
round.
go because he.
Yeah.
Frici must
Illustrator.
play a card and keep the other.
This player is
Considering
not
that
playing, what can I
happened.
do?
This player is not playing
Let's
Link
do
is
that.
so that you can smack people who are just trolling and being asked.
Hmm.
Please don't press it without good cause.
Oh,
As if we would do that.
And Becky's got the nerve to say that my noises are peculiar.
Okay, so I should really play a card.
I'm starting to feel dead left out now because I'm the only one who's not in the market for Horizon. I'd love
I'm
one.
not.
But
I'm
this
not in the
whole-
market
Yeah,
for Horizon.
everybody's in the market for
You
Horizon.
don't
It's just
count
whether they can
Nitebytes.
afford one.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in the
Yeah,
market
the
for
thing
Horizon,
that's
'cause I can't afford
causing me some problems with it is actually the graphics card, because my existing graphics card is it's nice, but it's not worth moving forward to Horizon. It would just throttle it. But I've got used to having 2 DVI ports on it, and the cheapest card I can find with 2 DVI ports at the level that is worth using with Horizon is about 280 quid, which is more than I wanted to spend.
I still reckon an on RX 470, if you can get one, is going to be the way to go.
Would be nice, yeah.
Because they are only about 110.
Let's take a
That's
punt
more the
that
sort of budget I was
Frici
thinking.
Yeah.
has a.
And I still love the fact that would be better than mine. But I love the fact my card's now
Hand
2.5 years old, and it ranks out better.
Oh,
than
must
an
Dark
RX
Insanity
560.
do
You
the
can't
second one?
target me, you must target...
Damn it! I'll see if Dark Insanity's got one then.
What do I have
Is
or not have?
Dark Insanities a
No.
sycophant? Well,
Dark Insanities is not a sycophant. I'm not so sure about that, but that's the claim.
Frici won basically
won the
by
last
sheer
round.
dumb luck, Mequador.
yes,
Because he happens to have the highest randomly drawn card at the end.
yeah,
Such is life.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, winning is usually dumb luck. It's staying alive to win that's where
That's the
the
skill,
comes
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yep.
Right, it is my turn now, isn't it? So,
It
what
is.
do I have?
Card.
I don't know. You read it
Well
out,
played.
and we'll let you know which one we think you should play.
Sounds good.
I really, just looking at my
Might work.
OBS, I really need to find the rest of my little doodle things for my microphone, because the one I'm using is green, and as
I'm
a
gonna
result, there's
regret
this
this.
big transparent hole in the front of my face.
No, I don't regret this. Nice.
Okay, Frici's been booted.
Hi,
Excellent.
Frici, thanks for
Ah,
playing.
so you won't be winning
Oh
this
my
round.
giddy aunts.
What just happened?
Oh, no.
I used a
Oh.
Baron on Frici.
This is what Frici did to me. Yes, yes,
No,
yes, yes.
unfortunately, had a
Yep.
guard.
There's a certain amount of
Compare.
karma going on there.
Justice has been served.
Justice.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I see what Druttercup's getting
yeah.
in on the card swapping again.
So,
Dratty has
I
a
think
plan.
fairly obvious what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the handmaid and just sit here breathing a sigh of relief for a turn.
Yeah.
Accurate, make it up. Highly accurate.
Well, naturally, in order of threat level. Ooh, what does this do?
Oh my god. What? Hang on. Who nicked my hand? I looked at chat and I looked back and my bloody hand's changed.
Nitebytes just princed you. Nitebytes just princed you like I did to Fishy
Nightmares
last time.
told you to discard.
Someone
You
said they
always
had
have
a
to
plan.
have
I had to do
so
something
if
to
somebody
counter
hits
it.
you with
I
a
know.
discard, it draws a new one.
Don't night you lot. Salt now.
No, because you
However,
discarded
I
that.
do need
Hold
to
on.
move that. Holding. Let's move
Dare I ask what?
No,
that.
I'm going to.
Don't hold it on stream. Not if you're on a webcam, you get banned.
Or below the desk, it's fine.
Right. Oh dear God. What are my options? I know what he's got.
Accurate.
Ah.
Oh dear.
Yes, no.
Shite. It's not what I
Mickey
meant
seems
to
think that
do.
we're playing with the Weeping Angels, by the way.
Ah. Okay, I think he's got that. Are you a priest or a cardinal? Bollocks. No, you're
That's pretty good,
Right.
actually. That's good.
I am
Yeah.
not.
I think.
dark in here,
Let's
isn't
see.
it?
We know Dark Insanities isn't a priest or a card.
Dark in here,
I'm going to
isn't
guess that
it?
Dark
Yeah.
Insanities is a baron.
Nope.
Na 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 na.
Okay, Knight, we know 2 cards he isn't. If you've got a guard, your chances are getting better.
Well, I already played
Nice.
Baron once, so
Yeah,
odds of me
but
getting
are you
both
playing
of them is
knights?
quite low, I'd imagine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Truth, Mickey.
Oh, I think shite Mickey is positively useful.
Depends on the princess.
Fishy, seeing as you're so
Thinking, you know.
eager to know what Dark Insanity had, I shall cardinal you.
Oh God.
Oh, there's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We're following.
I'm not playing this to win. I'm playing this for giggles.
I'm
Yeah.
playing this for
Okay,
chaos,
it
like
should
I
be
always play
played for giggles. I
Talisman.
mean,
I play it for
You
chaos.
can win and have giggles at the same time, but it's still played for giggles at the end
Giggles
of
is
the day. The
first.
point of them is
Yeah.
to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Very true.
No, Knight's still on his go.
Oh,
You can look at one of those hands.
I can look at one of these hands. Okay.
So yeah, you can figure out what one of us has got, should you wish.
It's going to be interesting, depending on.
Yeah.
Actually, it's going to be interesting whichever hand you.
Oh, I say.
Yes.
Oh, I
know.
say.
Oh, great! He's channeling Divine Comedy. That was definitely something for the
Is it
weekend.
Divine Comedy or Leslie Phillips?
Ha! Same deal.
I mean, every time we change turns, we get the ding.
Depending on what cards Nitebytes has right now or gets on his next turn. Or Fishy, for that matter.
Let's deploy a touch of chaos.
Hype.
We like chaos.
We
Chaos
do
is
we do like
fun.
chaos.
Yep.
Oh.
I love the little speech bubbles. Let's change hands. Okay, sure.
Okay, sure,
Yeah,
you
it
son of a
should be
glitch.
Yeah, it should be screw you, bastards.
You still have to pick someone's hand to look at.
And yes,
You
sorry,
can still
my
peek at
apologies.
one of them.
Who the hell's that?
That's the countess.
Oh, no,
Well,
it isn't.
Fishy didn't know that until you just told him.
Well,
Oh
yeah.
shit. Yes.
In other news,
Oh.
Fishy,
Hey.
you know what card Nitebytes has because you gave it to me a turn or two ago.
This is also true, yes.
That's okay. It
I'm
came
going to guess
from
that
me.
Druttercup will win the round. Anyway.
Why do you think I would win the round?
I'm just used to the idea of you winning things whenever I
Yeah,
play
fair
games.
Oh, and
Do
Jesus.
you have the countess? Dark Insanity?
Me?
Yes.
That doesn't sound right.
Now get your ass out of the round.
I think that's the first time someone's actually used a guard and guessed right. This evening.
That's only because I knew what you had because I
Because
gave
you
it.
just gave it to me.
Let's look there. And oh gosh, what a surprise! I now know what everyone else
Ta-da!
Oh,
It's going to
wacko.
find the lady, isn't it?
Let's
Is that what you call it?
let's make life interesting. I'm going to look at Drut's hand.
No, you're not. Oh shit! Does that not count as an attack card?
What, looking at your hand as opposed to trying to do anything? No.
No, it's literally the guard. I think is the only attack card.
Oh
Yeah, I
shit.
think so.
Oh,
I think I'm about to leave the game.
The prince could also be considered an attack card
yeah.
based on his hand, his basically killing your hand.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to be out of the game.
Cool.
Actually, yes. The prince, the baron.
Is that because you have a countess
Yeah.
and a king or a prince?
Close.
No.
We're swapping hands more often than some people in the loony bin. That's certainly true. That
Please have a bishop. You don't have a bishop. That's me out.
Correct.
So you see, I think I'm going to win a point in this round.
Yes.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I unfortunately I was sat here on a 0 hand, so that whole the higher one was out. I was always going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, if you look at the card list, Drut, it specifically says if attacked by a guard
Does it?
for that card. Yeah.
Yes, it
Actually,
does.
what it says if attacked
Ah.
by AEG on my screen.
Oh,
Oh, okay. That's weird.
It's off the bottom of the brown bit.
It's Yeah.
on
Okay.
mine.
Yeah. If attacked by
So
a guard,
that's
yeah.
why. I
Okay.
had
So
to
yeah,
kind of-
on mine it says if attacked by a guard, the attacker is out. So
Okay. This is bizarre.
Oh, what? I'm just reading through the
Right,
rules
okay.
now, which has decided to put in a long.
There are
part.
rules?
Well,
This is new?
yeah. The how to play box at the bottom. I sort of opened it up.
Ah.
okay.
Except for
Oh.
screen- it's a PD
Under
it's
the
a PDF,
circumstances,
just
I'm going to
lining
get the
along.
wrong point.
Yeah. Huh?
How do you get the wrong point?
Um,
Well, listen,
yes,
Gwen.
I think I'm going to get the wrong point. You haven't actually played that, have you? So
Nice.
Oh, nice.
there we go.
Drutty won.
I got my point because Drutty won, but I did it by giving Drutty a point.
Yeah, you see, I'm fairly sure.
Hence by getting the wrong point.
And
You just
yet
threw
you're still
yourself
winning.
under a bus.
Yeah, and yet you
Yeah.
are still winning.
Yeah,
overall.
but I'm winning by throwing myself under a bus because I'm 2-1 up.
This is a valid tactic, I guess.
These new cards that I'm not familiar with give some brilliant strategies. I love them.
Yeah. Right, let's see if I can knacker you because I think you've got the king or constable.
Cool. Apparently, I have just been followed by an extremely cool game that I haven't played in ages.
Okay.
Cool.
Someone with the username King of Tokyo has just followed the channel.
It is a good game.
It's avatar, and I love
Right.
it.
Dog.
It is an
Hello,
excellent
King of Tokyo.
Yes.
Hello, King.
So you cannot go
King of
wrong with a
Tokyo.
bit of
So
Tokyo
you-
trashing.
You're basically you lied when Magard asked you if you were a king or had the king of a
Yes.
constable. Then basically,
So,
Fishy is
I'm
disqualified
going
for
to-
lying.
No, he's disqualified by lying. He's disqualifying him from lying would mean he isn't allowed to anymore.
I think I am going to, and there's the alert finally. That's being really. Thank you for that follow, King of Tokyo. I'm going to guess that Dark Insanity has the prince.
I'm just
totally
looking
random,
at
because I
the
don't
list
know
of
clues at the
people
moment.
in your chat, Fish, and it goes Maynard Miyazaki, King of Tokyo in mine, and I just thought that's a promotion.
Interesting.
May gets a promotion. Good deal.
Well done there.
Mine says Frici, King of Tokyo, plus Maynard Miyazaki. So Maynard has obviously come along with Frici as his +1.
Yeah, see, that's what I see as well.
Yes, Frici, King of Tokyo,
Yeah,
Maynard.
it's the other way around on mine.
What does that one do?
Frici plays a handmaid and is immune for the next turn.
Creature plays with a handmaid. No, wait, hang on.
I actually set up the multi-screen. I must set
Is
up
therefore a
that
bit busy to be attacked.
Yes,
I'm going to
that's
guess
it.
Dark Insanity is going to win.
Really?
So
Yes.
out of
Why
five-
not?
Sorry, that was.
Out of
Sorry,
the-
I didn't mean.
Out of the 4 people you could choose, you choose the one with the least number of total points so far.
Yes.
Okay.
Who knows? I hear tappity
Remember that
tappity.
command correctly. Yeah,
That's
there we go.
probably
Now
Frici
we
typing.
have the
Yep, that's me.
multi-screen set up. for playing.
Copy to clipboard.
What a surprise.
And there we go.
nice card, Fishy.
Oh, you are having a bubble. Well, to anyone who's actually watching my stream, the fuck.
Did you just say, "Oh, you are having a bubble"?
Yes.
Apparently she did.
I've never heard that phrase
That-
before.
That
As in-
confused me for a moment because my mind immediately went to Anne Squeak, which doesn't work. But clearly it's a bubble bath.
Yes.
I think I'm going to have
Bubble
to add
bath.
that as a quote now.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's used at work quite a lot. We have several
Ah.
people who are down from the smoke, as it were.
Oh, really? You've been
I
to the
can't
East End
play
again,
that
haven't you,
one.
Grayson?
I can't really play that one, but I can play that one. But I
I've
don't
heard
want
you're
to.
having a giraffe. I've heard you're having a tinny.
Yep.
Never.
Never heard.
Having a bubble.
No.
I'm trying to remember. I think I picked that one up off work.
It's the same route as tinny, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, to me,
right,
that
what
just
are
says
we
you're
going
having a
to
beer.
do?
But that's because your sister Gavin keeps talking at me at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, that sounds very much like an Aussieism.
Yes, yes, really needs to sort out time zones as well.
So really, I'm going to have to play that, aren't I?
I'll start taking revenge.
Which means
Uh,
I will.
Mecky, bubble,
Mecky,
as
bath,
in
bubble
bath, tin
rhyming
bath.
slang for laugh. tinny as in tin bath, yes, as Knight said.
I think I'm going to compare hands with Drutty.
I wouldn't. So I really wouldn't. It's probably contagious.
Yes.
Oh,
Bitch!
That worked. Makes a change.
but at this point, I'm glad I didn't pick Drutt as the winner.
I think that's the first time
He
Drutt
still
not
might win,
survived
but-
the end, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I hate you. I hate
Apparently,
you now.
Frici is looking for revenge on your behalf, Drut.
Yay! Go for it.
So bear in
I
mind,
love
like,
this
whatever
game.
you do, it's got to hit me.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
Here, throw a priest at him.
I can never remember what the
Oh,
priest does.
interesting.
it makes you
no,
discard a
he
card.
just looks at
Yeah.
my hand.
Priests look at an opponent's hand, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I suppose
Yes.
that sort of
Yeah,
makes
make
sense,
it-
the whole going to confession.
Theodore's pointed
Yeah.
out that Frici isn't saying anything, so
Yes.
he's probably going to win.
Frichi's going for the
Yeah,
silent
okay.
but violent award. That came out so wrong, actually.
It did came out quite wrong, yeah.
So,
Oh, this is going to be a problem.
I do generally
I
tend to
I
stay
may
silent
have-
when
I
other
think
people are talking, make it though. It's good
I
day
may
to get
have
know.
ruined your game, Knight.
ah,
This is going to go badly.
yeah.
Yep, no, well,
Yep.
I didn't have
Yep.
any other thing.
That's-
No,
That's the exact combo I had with the other game.
Yeah, no way I was.
It's a bugger when you get that.
Okay.
Yeah. No
Can't get rid of the
idea.
princess. Have to get rid of the duchess. Means bollocks.
I'm just trying to work out how the princess has room for her internal organs. And how she is able to move without losing that corset.
She doesn't move.
So
she just has.
I
She doesn't move. She's towed around on a board.
That's why
Frici
she's
with a
standing
guard,
leaning back.
But what am I going
Because
to
if she
get?
leans forward, she's in trouble.
Oh, she just had people who pick
What's
her up by the
been played?
very, very thin waist and carry her everywhere.
Yeah. I was going to say, what do you think picking her up by?
Let's go with priest or cardinal, just because I'm not very good at these things.
Ah, Frici is neither a priest nor a cardinal. He is not in
Apparently
religious
not.
orders.
I don't know. He could be a
I
bishop.
haven't got one of my any of my nice little extra point cards this time, so I'm not going to get a point without winning the round. That's going to be awkward because I don't
Oh,
think I'm going to win the round.
diddums. My heart is bleeding for you. Oh, wait, no, it isn't.
Fishy is no sycophant and is not distracted by a handmaid.
How was there no nudity in Blade Runner? Sorry, I've just realised.
Sorry?
There was a hell of a lot. But there wasn't. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, there were like one. There was one moment. Okay, no problem. There was an awful lot of careful camera angles.
Okay.
It was very, very careful camera angles. Sorry, it was distracted by a handmaid, and my hand just, my
suddenly.
brain just went.
Why was nobody in Blade
So
Runner?
you think handmaiden and your brain immediately goes to nudity, does it?
Yes.
Interesting.
Which, given the princess's dress, is frankly surprising that she's not the trigger, but, you know.
Exactly. She looks like she forgot to put her top on underneath the corset or over the corset.
Okay. Well, now I know what everybody's got, but what I can do about it's another matter.
Yes.
Do you know what everybody's got?
Well, he just looked at both yours and Frichi's hands.
Okay.
with
Yeah, I just looked at
baronets.
both your hands.
Yeah,
I believe to miss
Now
that
I
bit.
don't know what everybody's got.
He obviously knows what he
corsets
has.
are tricky. Now I'm discussing corsetry with Meki. Okay.
Well, it's something to do while you wait for the next round, isn't it?
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, it's okay. Nitebytes has got protection.
Yeah.
Always useful to have.
Okay, well, I'm
Especially-
out.
Always handy to have protection.
Especially if the princess slips and lands in his lap.
Yes.
I
Now
am
she's protected,
officially
you know
out
my
of
hand.
this round. There is basically nothing. Okay, actually, can I just discard a card? Can I play this even though it won't do
You
it?
can discard the princess.
Yes, I can. In that case, I'm all right. Good.
What is the code number again?
A countess, discard the countess if the king or prince is in your hand.
Yeah, I didn't have to discard it, but you can
Oh.
just play it for no effect. Which,
Yeah,
if I
that's,
didn't play the other card, was what I had to do.
some reason it concerns me that you have several corsets. I'm not sure why, Macquidor. You just never seemed like the corset wearing type. You've never struck me as the corset wearing type, to be honest.
Not sure quite why. You are wrong, Frici.
Racked.
Apparently so.
What does this one do? I need to get around to sort of memorizing the cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should
do
watch
that.
They're
some,
easier to learn when you're playing the physical game because you're actually looking at the things in your hand and then you remember them fairly quickly. Ooh, I say, Frici.
Oh, I say.
I'm out of the round.
Don't be unkind.
Let's see. That's annoying because I reckoned I could take Nitebytes out this turn, but now I can't.
It's fine. I'm sure Frici will do it next turn.
Under the circumstances, I'm going to make him discard his card. Since I didn't have the card that I needed to be able to take advantage of my knowledge, I thought, why not?
Is it just me or does the king look like he's having stomach problems?
He does a bit.
Does rather,
Yeah, he does.
It does a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
He's just got that sat on the loo with Deli Belly.
Also, he looks, and maybe this shouldn't be that surprising, he doesn't really look like he's that related to the
Ouch.
princess, which maybe
Oh,
shouldn't
no.
be surprising.
No, she looks like one of the counts, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so
maybe
yeah,
shouldn't be
things get
surprising,
very
but
interesting at
no.
this point.
Right.
Just me and you, Nighty boy.
Right, Nitebytes is in a
I've
nighty.
got no idea what that card does. A score
If
roll.
I'm knocked out, I'll
Knocked
score a
out.
point.
Ooh, sneaky! That's a card I need to draw every round.
Yep. Come on,
Okay,
fish.
so what do my cards actually do? Oh, that's a fairly silly
Play this
one.
card and die, or play this card and die.
Sounds
Okay,
about
right. Well, I will look at
Rocks fall, all
two
die.
hands. I will look at Nitebytes' hand and my hand, I suppose.
Nitebytes wins. And
Yep.
back again.
Okay. So,
Woo,
yeah,
I won
we
a round.
ran cards and compared
Nice.
the same card, and
Yeah.
Nitebytes won it.
Because he'd used the most high value
On-
cards.
Yeah.
On points,
1
basically.
point alone.
So,
But not
And then
as
the-
points.
So I'm
Fish is still too
still winning, but
Yeah.
I didn't enhance my lead at all with that. So not as
You
good.
are not lead enhanced.
No, I am not.
Welcome, Dodo.
Hey, Dodo.
Right, let's
Hi,
make
Dodo.
Fishy the target of the next card. Let's start
Yes,
aggressively.
Not
Aggressively.
hello,
Not
Dodo, if
Dodo.
you didn't come in.
Given my habits so far this game.
Okay. Oh, no. Not liking that at all.
Okay, you don't have to hit me, do you? Because that would have been.
That would have been Dark
That would have
Insanities.
been me,
Yeah.
but I chose not to.
Yeah, too.
Actually, that's quite interesting. If anyone has reason to find out my next card, that could have been really funny.
Oh. Balls.
Okay.
The double is always annoying me.
I just turned it off.
I have it muted right now.
Yeah.
But I hear it from either Fishy or someone else. I think Fishy.
Probably me.
Meki, if I were to wear a corset, it would have to have the same sort of structural engineering quality as the fourth bridge.
I'm going to make Dark Insanities and Drutty exchange hands.
Bastard! I
So
was
that means
all
Dark
ready for
Insanity must have a
attack.
good card, so I'll look at his.
Okay. This is a card game. It's called Love Letter.
God.
The point is. Actually, Fishy, would you mind explaining it yourself since you have way more experience with it?
Okay. The story behind Love Letter is that we are all attempting to get a love letter to the princess. And this is done essentially by it passing from hand to hand until it, if you're lucky, reaches the princess. The way the game actually plays is on your turn, you will have one card already in
Oh,
your hand.
sod
You
it.
draw one card, play one of them, And the idea
Sorry,
is using the mechanics on the cards
Wow.
just to knock out all the other players. And it's played in fairly quick fire rounds, with the idea being to you score a point each time you win a round, and the first person to hit the point limit that you've decided on wins the game.
What is the point limit?
So it's
in
all
this
about
game?
guessing what cards are in other people's hands, basically.
150.
So given which, I'm going to play a guard, which is all about guessing what card is in
Oh.
somebody's hand.
Did you see what my hand was when you swapped it with Druts? I can't remember.
And I'm going to guess that Dark Insanities has the Dowager Queen.
Yep. Well played.
Because
I
I
guess
looked
wow.
at his hand last
Yay!
round and I knew that he did.
I'm no longer on no points. I think it's up to 4 points because there's a thing in the top saying progression 50%,
Yeah.
which has been there since Fishy got his second point. So I'm
Yes.
assuming it's to 4 points. Best.
Fish, by the way, I entirely blame you for me being knocked out.
It's bound to be my fault.
Yep.
Absolutely. Clee's not here. Of course it is.
I get.
Clearly, is very much second rate when it comes to being blamed for.
I'm going to guess Frici's going to win this round.
Onwards.
I don't think that's a good bet, Nitebytes, but we will see.
Yeah,
It's
every
worth
time,
a try, isn't it?
every time someone guesses that someone's going to win a round, that person is invariably out within a round.
Yep.
I don't get
Yep.
more, they don't
Given
get
that
more
Fishy
like
has
you-
3 points and Frici has 7.
I'm going to look at
Um,
Frichi's hand to see whether I think Nitebytes is right.
I shall wait for the laughter.
Here's my hand if you so want
Oh,
it. You did go in my hand, didn't you?
Oh God. Help.
Please send help.
Send help or beer.
Mhm.
Handmade. Safe.
Good choice.
He's
Good
got a hand on
choice.
his handmaid, and therefore he's safe.
I always feel safe with a hand on a maid.
Yeah. Tink
Actually,
tank
quite the opposite. I feel entirely unsafe and yeah, liable to prosecution.
Oh, you get Fishy.
Oh,
You get.
Okay, so what does this card actually do?
Depends. Does it not for each
Why
year?
do you
Okay,
even
so
have
I'm
a
just going
Jan
to play a
on your server?
count at this point. And then we see what happens.
Did you know? Was that a lucky guess?
tank.
Sort of a lucky guess.
Okay.
That's worse.
Had something on my mind, but wasn't entirely sure.
That's much worse.
And then we'll get Frici to discard his hand.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Don't like it
Guessing I
when
shouldn't
when
have done that.
Frici says thank you for you discarding
Yes.
his hand. That just never ends
Yeah.
well.
Thank you for screwing me over. What's going on?
What
and
happened?
then we'll Baroness and take a quick look at what Frici now has. Ah.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
it's
say
pretty awkward.
that.
Ah.
So now I want to load up Frici's stream and have a look, see what he's got.
Yeah.
It's not like any matters for.
Okay. He's playing the prince against himself. Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
You can do
And
that.
it's the kind way. You
Yeah,
can do that,
there are
yeah?
No cards left. What hasn't been played yet?
So Mutayana Dodo.
So, since he knew what card I had, I
I'm
destroyed it.
going to guess at the Cardinal.
What the hell's Dodo? He's in Frichi's chat.
He's in my chat, yeah.
So I was just going, hang on a minute. What, who?
Okay, we're on the
Having
verge of running
conversations
out
with
of
someone who's not
cards and
there.
going with highest scorer. So let's see what Frici can do.
He's having a very funny time, Miss Dodo, by the sounds of it.
You actually.
So,
I dread to
he
think.
can get a point, is what he can do.
Damn.
Damn it, Frici. Someone has
I'm
actually
going
writes about
to
that.
keep my card.
Doesn't that mean? Oh no, technically you haven't won.
It's
yet.
looking an awful lot
no,
like
that's a problem.
Not for us.
I've just screwed myself.
It's-
Really?
look, on stream.
On
What do you mean?
Doesn't
Pay
that
without
contravene
thinking
certain
about
T's and
that?
C's?
Yeah, I have to play one of these cards. If I play one of them, I lose.
Uh-huh.
And if I play the other one, I give the basically highest value card in the game to Frici and lose.
So, yeah, no problem.
Do you have the Dowager Queen and the
Twice
Princess?
to exchange hands with himself, I'm going to have to exchange hands with me and hand him the damn princess.
Brilliant.
Oh, no longer am I winning. I may look at one of the two hands. Oh, yes, I'll
I think
look
what
at
we've
the princess
basically
again.
established here is that Frici is just always the best at board
And
games.
Nitebytes
He does exactly the
got
same thing.
an
with
extra
Talisman.
point.
And
Oh,
I got a
yes.
point.
That,
Not that it helped.
that was a nasty thing.
We've just
I don't
established-
like that. That was just unbelievably bad luck.
Frici does
Yeah.
exactly the
I
same thing
realised
with
that's what the
Talisman.
card was going to be.
Frici just always wins at Talisman as well. Okay, not always. I won once, but Frici always wins at Talisman as well.
Yeah.
It's just board games. Frici is the undisputed best player among us.
I do find it fascinating
Okay.
that Frici apparently trumps Drut, because my experience is that Drut always wins at games. So
Yes.
when Frici's around, she doesn't. So apparently,
Hmm.
We haven't played in
Trumps.
person, however.
not Drumps Drut.
I shall see if Drut has a
Oh god.
Countess or Dowager Queen.
Yep.
Oh,
That was
That
a
was a
purely
quick-
fluky guess.
Oh, wow,
Yep.
that was bad.
Sorry, Drut.
That's okay. I can
I'll
cope
need
with
to
being out
restart.
3 times in a row. That's fine.
I'll need to restart my stream. OBS went crazy.
I didn't actually expect that to work, I'm afraid. I do apologise.
That's okay.
Ah, that was funny.
Fine. It's all right. I cope.
Yep.
No, merely distracted. Mecca.
Drut dances off singing I Will
Not
Survive.
dethroned,
Mhm.
unless you count sort of the rebel sibling who's going to come back and retake the crown. It's not this game.
I'm going to guess that Frici has a priest or a cardinal. I don't think he does, but that's what I'm going to guess.
Sorry. I'm not bored, by the way.
Okay, let's see. I should be live again, and thankfully, OBS should not go crazy again. That was strange.
Yeah, what happened?
Suddenly, OBS starting losing massive number of frames.
Okay.
Ooh.
Did you start downloading an update to
Oh.
something?
Hang on,
Let's
looking
see.
at mine, I've dropped 59, and I don't normally drop any.
I
Fine.
haven't dropped any.
I'm only on the browser.
I haven't dropped any either.
How peculiar. It's using 3% of my CPU. There are those who would say that this is not terribly demanding.
Half of one of my arms is missing because this software is.
Oh,
No.
If I don't know where I am, but
I was going to say, I was at the cinema with you this evening. What the hell happened on the way
it
home?
was definitely there then.
Baron look at one or two hands. Awesome.
Yeah, there's a possibility that something was downloading. Stream seems okay now. Thanks, Dodo, for
Fishy,
that.
do you have a handmaid or sycophant?
No.
Nope.
Oh well.
Fishy, we need to play Carcassonne now that you're a premium member for a bit.
Since I am a premium member, we can play
Yeah.
Carcassonne.
Yeah,
we
which-
don't
video
need
is
to
up?
we need to do it because we own it, both of us, I think, on our
Yeah.
phones, which will multiplay. But can't
No.
stream it from there very
We
easily.
already asked Priest. No, never mind. You've had like a whole bunch of new cards since then.
Yep.
Probably.
Because I just
Okay.
desperately want to
I'm
make Dark
going
Insanities
to
ask
just
if
play
you've
this
got wood.
count as a holding action.
Want me
At
to
some
ask
point,
if
you guys
what?
need to teach me how to play
If,
Carcassonne.
if Fishy has wood. Because you'd like to give him a sheet.
Sounds like a fun
Apparently,
game.
sales of Carcassonne, sales of Catan rather, went
Yeah, it was Catan I was
for
thinking
that
of, not
episode
Carcassonne.
of Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was on Big
Where-
Bang Theory.
Yeah, they were all laughing at Sheldon because he had wood and needed sheep. And apparently, after that episode, sales of the game skyrocketed. And beforehand, they got in touch with I've forgotten the name of the company that makes it now.
I can't remember.
It's
Oh,
one
you
of the
did that
big
test. Social
game
stream.
companies.
FC, isn't it?
Oh, it's my game.
There's a seventh level, isn't it? Ninth level.
No, it's not.
Don't know.
Um,
Mayfair. It's Mayfair.
Mayfair, okay.
Yeah, they they contacted Mayfair Games beforehand, and they said, "Can we use your game in our show, please?" And bear in mind, this is at
Frichi's gonna win.
time. Big Bang Theory was about the biggest rated show on TV.
Yeah.
And the guys from Mayfair, basically, when they stopped laughing hysterically, said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." But their reaction was, "Can you? We'd pay you to use it."
Right. Let's see. Selecting 2 hands. Ooh. Interesting.
Okay. I think I am going to sycophant Auroris out of a general sense of vindictiveness.
It's okay. I mean, I was gonna target Auroris anyway right now since he wanted to see my hand so much.
Right.
Back to my turn.
I have a specific request not to ask Fishy if he has word.
Yep. Well, he's on
Makes
camera. It'd be a bit obvious.
Yes.
Accurate?
Okay, Knight.
Yeah, I'm just deciding.
He's
Wow.
apparently in the loo.
Whether to be God or not again.
I am not in the room.
You are, however, a
He's just
Dalek
got
Emperor in
really
the
good
bathtub.
pickup on his.
How was your test time, by the way, Dodo? Was also
Oh.
lagging or otherwise not playing okay? Apart
Right.
from being blocked, I
Let us compare hands with Frici.
mean.
Knight in God mode.
It's probably worrying if you're having to measure yourself against Frici, but you do appear to have won.
Yes.
Yay.
Again, measuring yourself against people is a good way of getting banned.
Jesus Christ.
Particularly if you need sheep.
It is quite funny that you did exactly the same as to Frici, what his card was done to someone else, only backwards.
Welcome to International Losing from Ramsgate, which is my stream. Seriously thinking of retitling.
Let's get rid of Nitebytes' hand. I don't think he deserves it. He needs a new card.
Oh, you
Bishop.
can't bash the bishop.
No, the
No,
bishop's the
we're
one
back
who
on
normally,
things that get you banned from Twitch.
Bishop's
Yep.
the one who normally does the bashing, isn't it?
What's it? Getting into a whole weird area now.
It's strange that it lags. I mean, you have quite a good connection, though.
I'll score a point if I'm knocked out.
Sounds like fun.
Always Safety
good
net in
fallback.
place.
Yeah.
Safety mode initiated.
Yep.
Let's exchange hands.
Bastich.
Decisions.
We have a new
Yes.
crowdfunding project for Nitebytes.
Absolutely. Actually, what would be quite cool would be to get two magnetic ones, so you could hide a magnet in his head, and have a levitating.
What, right in his head? Do you want him to have
Yeah.
open skull surgery for this?
I was going to say in his hair, but that's kind of redundant, actually.
I don't have a whole lot of hair.
Yeah, that
that's
seems
true.
unlikely.
See you, Dodo.
Okay. I'm
Gaffer
going to
taping
play a
it to the back of your
cardinal,
head.
and I'm
Okay,
going to make
catch you around,
those
Dodo.
two exchange hands.
Oh, okay. Wow,
And
shit.
then I'm going to look at what Auroris has got. Why did I do that? I knew what Auroris had got. I just pressed the wrong guy.
Look.
I'm officially a fool.
Yes.
Where's my fail counter? Add 1,
God.
which it then fails to. Actually, I should add a second fail every time on the basis that the bot still fails to update that properly.
I'm going to protect myself for a turn.
Yay.
Ew.
Right behind that, baby.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going into hiding.
I'm
Under
also
the skirt.
protecting myself for one turn.
Hang on, everybody's protected. I can play a card against myself.
Yes. You can play.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep.
Yep.
You'll have fun now.
I will
Here.
play a card against myself. I will play a count.
Okay.
One card.
Yes.
One.
Yes, he's
Bong,
capable
God.
of auto screw over.
Auto screw disabled.
Yes,
Right.
has never been typed by Fishy.
Well, given that Dark Insanities is protected, I've kind
1972
of
was
got
an
to play this
excellent
against
year.
Fishy.
Was it?
Yes,
I wouldn't
yes.
know. It was before my time.
I'm assured this by Commander Vanta Black, and I would have to agree.
Fair enough.
1972 was indeed a very good year, apparently.
I wasn't alive that
Excellent.
year, so it's pretty
No.
good improvement.
As I said, before my time.
Interesting.
No more cards in the
Jesus.
deck.
I didn't realise
Yep,
we.
Dark
I didn't
Insanities
realise.
won around.
I was worried because you had a guard there, which could really have screwed me over. I didn't
Who won?
realise me. I had a princess.
Well done.
My highest guard.
If the game had lasted one more turn, I could have knocked him out.
I'd have been screwed at that point. Yeah, I didn't realise how little there was left in the deck. I
Yeah,
survived.
there was unfortunately just
Yeah.
not. There were not enough cards left.
Can
Yeah,
people
not enough cards.
Not
Pretty
knock
damned
me out
even game so
turn
far.
one. just
I will try not to take a random guess at the right cards on the first turn. I will try.
just that's all. Okay. So
I think I'm playing very much up to form here. I won a couple of points early, made a good showing, and then have done nothing since. That's pretty standard for me.
Why did Aura get 2 points?
I got one because I
Okay.
played a constable and then got knocked out on that round.
Oh, you
And
got the
then
constable, yeah.
The next round I just won. The
Okay,
princess.
That
I'm
makes
I'm
sense, yeah.
going to guess.
And if I
that
get knocked out this
Nitebytes
round, I'll get a
has
third
got
point. I could just
two
win
more
by
cards.
playing constables every time.
That's
Sorry,
one
Fishy.
way to do
Nope.
it, yeah.
I did think at this stage in the game it would be blind luck, and since I wasn't targeting Drutty, that wasn't going to happen.
Yep.
So it was blind
Let's
luck when I
target the
targeted
person
Drut.
with the most-
Yeah, precisely.
Let's target
Now-
the person with the most points.
I don't have. Oh, you do have the most points in
You
game.
target me again, Fish. I'm just going to leave you locked out next time.
Yeah.
I have to
Actually,
say,
at the
though,
moment, I'd have
I'm
to. You've
quite
still got-
happy with this smart cam software. As I said,
Yeah.
Lazarus
It's
can't
sycophant.
cope with it if
Oh,
I've
I can't
actually got anything
sycophant.
demanding playing. But just
Yeah.
for
I must
for
target
this,
Dark
I'm
Insanity because.
using just
Okay.
the browser.
Frici,
It's
everyone
working
al-
quite
I
nicely.
mean, people always do this when I have a choice. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is what I almost did to Fishy last time and didn't. Or 2 times ago, whatever it was, but it's just... I'm just trying to work out how I can manipulate this to my advantage. And I don't think I can
Yeah.
particularly. But, can I...
I'm coming last. This isn't fair.
This is decidedly undrutty.
Being a Drutty.
It is. Dratty is
Indeed.
exhausted, to be fair.
If I do...
Your reality manipulation's not functioning.
that.
It's not. Dratty is on multiple
Oh,
nights.
I
of
must choose an
mentally-
opponent, so I can't use that card. Damn it. Okay.
Did you just set up your targeting yourself?
Yeah, I was trying to target myself.
You have to take this
Okay.
anyway at this rate.
And it wouldn't let me target myself with that card with the guard, which is irritating. You must choose an opponent, apparently.
I apologise in advance.
Oh, yeah.
I have
I'm going
just
to make a
this second
strange
realised
noise.
that the numbers showing what cards you play actually
Yes.
have a mouse over, so you don't have to remember.
Yeah.
Is useful.
Oh,
Only just realised that.
Yeah, that's super useful.
I apologise for any strange noises. That was just yawning. Right, I've got a point if I get knocked out.
Yay.
Yeah.
I am going to guess. What am I going to guess?
I have no idea.
No,
I'm going to guess that Drut has got. Really should look at the mouse over on everything before selecting the card and
Yes.
target, because then you can't look at them
Yep.
after that. So I'm just going to guess at a Baron or Baroness.
Nah,
I am not.
no.
As opposed to I am Groot, which is a different thing.
We are
I mean,
Groot.
yes. I mean,
I
no.
love the idea of Guardians of the Galaxy love letter in which every card is Groot.
Yes.
Fish,
letter.
Fishy, just
Has to
design a
happen.
design a
No!
spin-off.
I'm out.
Wait, what just happened?
How did Frici get out?
Drat had an assassin,
Oh,
and I
right,
had a
yes,
guard.
okay.
And was catching the card.
Oh,
I got
wow,
guarded.
that's
right.
amazing. You got guarded, you assassined, Frici had to discard
Yes.
the rest of his hand, he discards the princess and loses.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
protected. I'm hiding.
It's okay, the assassin's done his job and he's buggered off now. He's had his payments and he's off drinking.
And who can blame him?
That's just part of his creed that he does that.
Yes. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think they know what the word creed means, judging by that advert.
Not based on the advert for the new one. No, I don't think they know what the word creed means.
No. And then,
Interesting.
okay. And that is the other one. That's boring.
Of course, if you take the apostrophe S out of Assassin's
Okay,
Creed,
let's
you
do
get Sabretooth.
Yes. Yes. I like that.
Okay. I'm going to play a Baron, and I'm going to play it against Auroris.
Yay, which one do barons do? I can never remember.
Haha!
Ah, rip me. I
Maybe
get,
you
a,
are.
point.
That one bites
I get
the
a point.
dust.
I get a point anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. I was trying to get myself out earlier and it wouldn't let me. I still get a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This round's actually a bit vicious.
Okay, let us
Yeah.
take a
And
gamble.
everyone's doing it to themselves.
Oh, that's
What, on
actually a really
stream?
tough
Again,
gamble.
that gets you banned from Twitch.
Frici's okay. He's not using a camera.
I agree. I'm not having a camera.
I'm going to take a gamble that Drut's going to win this one.
I think you could be onto a safe bet there.
Makes sense, yeah.
She's about due to win,
It's got
and
to happen
I'm
at some
pretty
stage.
damn sure it isn't going to be me.
Right. See what the situation is. Uh-huh. And okay.
Feel free to share.
No. Yet.
Nice.
Is someone doing the Knights of Nia around here?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Fair enough.
Nee. So I'm drafting in Latin now.
This player is not
I
playing.
think I'm
What can I
going
do?
to guess that Nitebytes has a Baron or Baroness, because I don't
What
think
can
that
we
it
do
is,
with the
but we'll give
drunken
it a go.
fishy? What can we do with the drunken fish?
I do not.
Ah.
Didn't think you had, but my brain is utterly failing at pattern recognition today. And even though I can see all the cards that have been played, I still have no idea what's left in the deck.
If you didn't guess a bishop, that would have been entertaining.
Knight's giving this way more consideration than strictly speaking is due.
Yeah, the consideration is who do I gamble on?
Ah.
Well, you want Drut to win.
Yeah, I know. I'll just play a count and play it safe.
Yeah.
Stalling for time.
Zaken, think you've got a host.
Which is
And yes, stalling for time.
Right. Okay, so my options are... I don't know, where is he? Oh. Huh.
more strange noises.
That
coming
sounds
from Drut.
interesting.
Huh. Let's have a look there.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
we don't like that.
Thank you.
We're going to have to guess that Nitebytes has got the king.
Then you would be correct.
I wonder how you knew that.
I don't know how I did it. An amazing
Yeah.
guess.
Oh
Well, now.
God, decisions.
This is getting kind of interesting.
This is... Oh
Three
God, I've
cards
got a
left in the
choice.
deck.
I have a choice. And it's awkward.
17,
Um...
23. At this point, Drut will win based on card score.
Ooh.
So,
Oh.
Suck on that.
Oh, I see.
Whenever you play, you're going to have to play it against you.
Right, whatever.
I'd say discard the princess, but Frici already did that, so.
Okay, fourth position. Yes. Fortunately, you can use cards for no effect.
Yeah, that is very nice.
Okay, I am reasonably confident
Uh-oh.
Are you? Because I'm
that I
not.
can play the Dowager Queen against Drutty. I was wrong.
I'm reasonably confident.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
reasonably
reasonable.
confident.
So the bishop was the card removed from the game then?
Yes.
You
Uh,
played the bishop yourself. It was literally listed under your card.
Yes.
And
Did I?
yes.
Did I play the bishop? Ah, damn. The one place I forgot to look was at what cards I'd played. My memory utterly failed me there.
This is why I didn't play
Right.
the Dowager Queen.
Let's make Dark Insanities and Frici exchange hands.
Yeah.
Oh, well, am I?
This is
I-
why I'd been avoiding playing the Dowager Queen earlier on, because I was pretty certain that it would knock me out, and then I just brain glitched. Yeah, utterly.
The only way that could have worked is if Drat had the Countess, and you. I don't know what would happen if you got the same value. I assume it would have gone badly for someone, or
Yeah.
nothing would happen. But there was no way that was working for you.
No, I just thought that was brilliant when you did that, because I thought I would have won anyway with the priest. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
you went and did it when I had a guard.
Yeah, no, as I said, I completely brain glitched about the fact that I had actually played the bishop. I was looking for it on the table and it wasn't there.
There.
Because it was in the wrong place.
I just managed to. Oh no!
What did you
Stuck
do?
my hand in something. That came out wrong.
Yes, it
Not-
did.
No.
I dread to think.
I reached behind me onto my bed and I stuck my hand in a pot of olives.
I'm just going to have to
munching
play the assassin for no effect at this point, I think. It's one of those why does Owen Jesus hate me moments. I think I was just karma for screwing up so badly in the last game.
on. No, Frici's taking this personally now. Having a vendetta against me.
If I'm knocked out, I get a point.
Fair enough. Not knocked
Good
up,
choice.
as I initially thought you said.
You're knocked out, not knocked
Yes.
up. That would be a far more challenging proposition.
Yeah. You'd definitely get a point, though.
Oh, crap on the crutch. Right, okay. There we go.
Did you just play a sycophant against yourself?
Did you
Oh no,
seriously
Dratty
just
played it against.
say that I have to play a card against me?
Yes.
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 I've done that to Dark Insanity.
Yeah.
I had
'Cause
that.
I thought that was
Okay,
your love.
well,
I had a
in that
guard
case,
and a prince. last
I'm
time,
going
so
to guess
didn't
that
know.
I'm going to win. Oh, hang on, that missed. I'm going to guess that no, I can't. It won't let me play it against me. I've got to play it against somebody else. I'm going to guess that Frici will win, since it will apparently still let me play that against somebody
It
else.
counts
Yeah,
as
it has an
opponent
opponent
effect. It's
effect.
not an opponent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's selecting somebody, not targeting somebody. So
That was
Well,
actually quite
let's see
funny.
what you got then.
Oh yes, thank you, God, because that's exactly what
Bloody
the
hell.
Galaxy
Well
updated.
played.
So this was a bit,
You declared your
you know,
faith.
cruel.
You declare your faith in Frici's ability to win this round, and what does he do? The next turn, he just
Right.
comes and
I'm
kicks
starting to
you-
win the round.
Kicks you out of the game.
Yep.
After you were so sure of his ability to win, he just boots you out.
Yep.
He proves he's going to win by kicking
he
him
proved my point for me, didn't
out.
he?
He's culling the herd. He's eating the
He's
weakest
doing his
member.
best to earn me that point that I deserve for guessing he was going to win.
There is no point to you.
Oh, why did I do that?
This
Oh,
does
God.
mean that
Oh,
I've got to
no.
myself a cup of tea.
Oh, that was terrible.
Let me just reread that just to make sure I have read
Oh,
it
that was,
correctly.
this is me out of the round then.
What do you know? Oh,
Play a
gosh.
guard, guess your character's other hand that they literally just swap with you.
No!
Huh?
Sorry, I just had a very peculiar effect on my screen.
Did you stick your hand in some olives again?
Right?
That would be amusing.
It's a big bed and a very small pot. I'm quite impressed I managed that. Okay, let's go with
One
that
assumes there's no Drut face cam.
Unfortunately, no. Especially since Drut's not in any fit state to be on camera.
Right.
I was just
Very, very windy on the way home, and my hair looks like I'm at a rock concert circa 1982. And that's Dark Insanities booted.
Doubly so, because you got me with a guard and it was a princess I had to
And I
discard.
got you with
Nope.
the princess.
You
yeah.
are wrong,
Double,
Frici.
double discard. Fishy, I remind you to remember just to note
Wow.
that I have an 8 under my hand now, but there's not much point because you're already out. So
Have you ever considered shutting up?
yes.
He's decided
Who
he
do we
wants
think
nothing
you
to do
have?
with it.
I think you may have
Yeah,
the
sounds about
handmaid.
right.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to have to paint you green, Cat, so you don't appear on screen.
Just make it a little cat suit. Make it a little green cat suit.
Pippin
You're
as the
confused as to what a
fucking
cat suit actually
leprechaun.
is.
Fishy, you have to dress Pippin up as a leprechaun.
Or an elf.
I let Pippin Recorn.
Pippin
I can't actually say that. I
A
tried. No, I
leprechaun.
failed.
Leprechaun.
Once,
Yes.
once again, I fail utterly.
Yes. I cannot remember what's been played. Fuck it, let's say that.
I am HIntFishy, Lord of Fail.
No, okay. That's a point, Fish. Can you afford to get new teeth?
Yeah, I suppose I can, can't I?
Yeah.
Bugger.
What do you mean? Oh, bugger, I'll be able to have proper teeth that don't disintegrate.
I want
every
the
3
teeth. I don't
minutes.
want to go through the process of getting them. I haven't got enough to pay for somebody else to do it for me. Or to
Gamers
put me in
always,
cryogenic suspension and wake me up when I've got new teeth.
damn gamers, always demanding all the rewards instantly without having to do any of the work. Bloody gamers.
Yeah, negative.
Good.
Cool.
Well, cat suit more as in suit for cats, Mecky. You know, little 3-piece number.
In
Right,
green.
Although
Fishy,
getting
you
a
are,
waist.
You are
And
welcome
I'm
to
out,
search cat suits.
Which gets me a point.
Yay.
Thank you.
Nitebytes
Nitebytes
wins.
And there we go.
Nitebytes
Nitebytes
wins.
Write a
Well done,
personal,
Nitebytes.
Nitebytes was
I
gifted
didn't
the win
come
by
last.
Frici.
write a
Well, it
personal
kinda came
note
last.
about Nitebytes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I
Jamie
will
Git.
resist the little link saying write a personal note about.
Oh, for your eyes only, it does
Tempting
say.
though it is to say to write personal notes about all of these people.
It does say for your eye. It does say for your eyes only. If you hover over it.
Yes, presumably this is if you encounter
I
hundreds
will,
of thousands of
however,
people on the site.
Oh, look at that. I will be nice and
Yes. Leave us positive
thumbs up
feedback
all of
on
these
everybody.
people.
Yes.
Definitely.
She says,
Thumbs up for everyone.
hope it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
the fact that there is a buy this game link which takes you to Amazon. It's not much use to us because none of us are in America and it'll take you to Amazon.com. But I like the fact that they do that. So
What is it selling the hard copy? I suppose. Then?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So if you like this
Take
game,
it
you
to the
can buy a
Amazon
copy to have at home and play with real friends rather than virtual friends.
Yep.
I see what
I
the
mean,
problem
it's
is.
a fun game to pull out when if you're just sitting around, maybe having a drink or what have you, and you just want something to do to keep your hands
Ruin
busy.
your friendships. Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
say,
indeed.
yes, Drunken Love Letter is entertaining.
Uh-huh. I can well
And
believe that.
Also, having a few drinks and playing this game. So, do we fancy a rematch?
I'm game.
Yeah, why not? I'm just going
We
to
can
take
do that,
a
yeah.
quick break to go grab a
Press
drink. So
Propose a
I'd be-
rematch button and see what happens.
Okay.
How do I accept the rematch?
Well, I think he has to click on it first.
He
I
has-
have
there's a
clicked
link
on it, which is
on the
taking me
right-hand
back
side
to the
to the-
table, and I'm waiting
okay.
for everyone else to confirm
Ah, there we
their
go.
participation.
I'm going to
Right.
grab a quick
Yes.
drink, so I'll be back in a moment.
I don't see the go to the table unless I have to propose a rematch as well.
You have to propose a rematch, yeah.
It may be that you need to propose a rematch, yeah.
I think I don't know. Is it this site? If
Oh
I
no,
recall
wait! I
correctly, is
invite the
German.
table. I see the invitation.
Yeah. Our Insanities did not confirm their participation. Oh yes, he did. Okay.
Right, so
I
there we go. Now I can
cannot
press this.
I
Oh,
just
confirm that.
realised
unless
I'm
people
not
want to
even vaguely
disappear for a
using my
moment before I
avatar.
start the game.
Nah, go ahead.
We all
My
clear
only
for
hope
me
for
to-
winning is to time everybody else
I
out. So
still
knock
see
yourself out.
accept and am not in the table.
I
You're
need to
at the
change
table
my
at my
avatar.
end.
You are, yeah. Okay, that was interesting. You've now
Oh.
swapped with her. How peculiar.
Now I'm confused. I see quit game, I see that I'm in the table, and I see an accept invitation.
I've got a Frici at my table, according to this. So, shall I just press start and see what happens?
You can try that here.
Bing bong.
Oh, you're
Oh,
about to play with real opponents. Click on
I
accept
clicked
to
accept.
play until the end.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Dark Insanity.
I have
No.
just returned. Good timing.
Hey, welcome back.
These
Oh, we're all
across
sitting in different places.
Oh, that's confusing.
In color.
At the bottom.
You can pick your preferred colour if you're fishy.
I can't think. Whoever designed that wallpaper really needs shooting.
Right.
Why?
It's so fun material.
Not wrong.
Okay,
to
now
be
I've got a
fair.
different, equally bad sound
not.
for the turn alert.
Oh,
What
what do
have
we
you
have
got
this
on?
time?
I'm going to look at a couple of hands. I think I'm going to look
Ah.
at Drutty's
Hans Christian Andersen.
and Nitebytes.
Oi! Get your hands off my hand.
Leave me alone.
Apparently, this is still all our first game, so we all have our time doubled, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed by this.
So am I
If
giving
it's
up.
not mine,
Just played again.
apparently.
I think if we came into a totally fresh one as opposed to simply rematching on the same table.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Possibly it's taking the rematch
register.
as an extension of the first.
Yeah. An extended sycophants.
I'm actually just going to move that to the side. Now I can see the.
Let's see if that is actually
Okay, sure.
Right.
Thank you for that hand change. I appreciate it.
Right.
Tell you what, me and Frici are being nice to you, which is strangely confusing. They might be sick.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether the chat at table thing is visible to spectators, but if it is, I just bunged the multi-stream link into it.
Did
Yeah,
you?
not too
Which
bad.
you
I
should all
need
know,
to do
because
so.
of course it's visible to you because you're at the
Yeah.
table.
Oh, yeah, so it is.
Wait, you're streaming this? Shouldn't you have told us beforehand? Like, you know, so we have a chance to opt out of being live streamed our failures.
No,
to the
because
internet?
then you would know that I was going to stream snipe you. I mean, which clearly I'm doing. You can tell by how good my score was last time.
Are we on non-consensual streaming?
Oh my goodness. Right, so who shall we pick on?
Where's the full screen button? Let's go back to full screen.
Pick on Dark Insanity.
Oh, great.
And we'll guess that he has a handmaid or sycophant.
No.
Dang it.
Decisions. What will I do?
Shall I have my hand over the Fed plus fail button? Ready?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to guess that Nitebytes has got the princess, because if you're going to get it wrong in style.
Yeah, there was that.
Congratulations, you got it wrong.
Apparently Nitebytes is not a princess.
Could have known it.
It's the sound of his voice that's confusing.
He's easily mistaken.
I think we just killed Drut.
Yeah. Ahem. My theory of the Bundeswehr.
Oh!
Okay.
Damn!
Oh.
So whatever it is, it's higher than the priest and lower than the princess. Well, that narrows it down.
Remember, you get nothing for a pair.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, we're playing Bruce's Play Your Cards Right.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh.
Let's see what that did.
Interestingly, it
Well,
doesn't
that was
actually...
that was a completely fucking useless swap.
Oh, so you both have the same card?
Alternatively, we don't. And actually, we don't.
No, not quite.
No. Let's Frici go.
Interesting, he said not quite.
Yeah, because he's
sort
an
of
idiot and doesn't know how to bluff.
it, it would suggest they are equal valued cards, just from opposite sides
Yes.
of the list.
Mm-hmm.
So
Frici can look at one of us to find out that he just hasn't
He
pressed
could.
the button.
But only one of us. And then you don't know whether they are equal value cards.
And then he can just
There can be only one.
Okay. Oh, now which do I stick you with?
Oh, I say.
The big sword or the small knife?
Yeah, last night, by the
No,
way, I
that's-
should not
that's
probably have
last
said.
night.
Yeah, I did actually say if you do that again, I'm just going to stick you to a guy who was
Yeah.
practicing against.
Threatening the guy that you are training swordsmanship against is probably not the done thing.
To be
Then again, it
fair,
was
though,
amusing.
he was jumping around like a flea.
You can tell. that
He does rapier.
yeah.
Oh,
So
good lord. So
he was
he's
hopping around.
really
he's a
really
nimble bugger.
hasn't quite got the hang of the change in style between a rapier and a longsword yet.
No, as in the whole. I've got 4 foot of steel, and if it's pointing at you, it's a bad idea to then do the
an awful lot of
lunge.
trouble. In a real fight, he'd have been dead
Yes.
because he was just moving himself into the path of his opponent's sword too often.
Yes. Repeatedly.
Guardians,
Yeah.
Fishy, King,
Yes.
Constable. No.
Mind you, fair play, he did turn up dressed as D'Artagnan.
He did rather, yeah.
He had the knee breeches. He had the open shirt, laced up shirt.
For anybody in one of these streams who doesn't know, by the way, Druttercup and I study HEMA, Historical European Martial Arts.
I
which at the moment
think
is mostly
We're being followed.
gold.
Bull Nation Gaming, thank you for the follow.
gold.
Yay! Follow hype.
Yay.
Right, so what can we stick Fishy with?
Twitch has just tweeted out, by the way, conveniently to remind everyone that there is 1 week left of the extended September. Which
Oh, yes, of course. September, so new subs and.
Subtober.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll be able
September.
to tell
Half price.
when that ends. It'll be about the point that I finally get round to setting up my affiliation.
Oh, that's a point, Fish. When you want to, if you come over, we can go through and do your affiliation thing.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do
let's
that.
take a guess that Fishy may be a Countess or a Dowager Queen.
Well, I'm not
no.
going to say that I'm not, but that's not the card I'm holding.
No, Fish is not an old queen.
Right. I think I'm going to make Nitebytes and Frici change hands.
Okay, sure.
It just means he plays left-handed.
And then I'm going to look at what Frici's got. Ooh.
Ah, you're subtle. He's skexing away there.
There's a reason I don't play poker.
Mm.
I like poker. It's a really fun game. I'm just
It is.
really bad at it.
Yep.
I'm one of those people who draws a card and sits there grinning from ear to ear when he's going to
Yes, he has been known to sit there going, cool.
We should really play poker with Fishy
Yes.
sometime.
We should.
Whiskey and poker has to happen.
I have
Yep.
an entire pile of chips on my top of my wardrobe.
I got a Jack Daniels poker set for my birthday. So,
I have one of those kicking around somewhere as well. They're rather cool.
yeah, including actually a miniature of Jack Daniels, which I haven't drunk yet. Plan.
There's
Okay.
nothing else. Such things are really useful for playing Deadlands. Deadlands
Yes.
Classic, not Deadlands Savage Worlds, which isn't as good.
Yep.
Oh, right. Let's have a guess that Fritch is going to win.
Nitebytes is either playing a lot of guards or possibly he's calling a non-emergency into the police.
Huh?
111.
Press 0 on
Oh,
Isn't it 101?
Is it? I don't
I
know.
think
I've
No.
never used
111.
it.
I think 111 is NHS emergency.
It is.
Emergency.
Fritchie is correct there, yes.
Excuse me. I don't sound Greek.
Sorry. Fritchie is everyone, Fritchie is everywhere.
It's just
Oh,
automatic. You see,
slightly.
when information is given, we assume it must have come from Fritz.
That's true.
Sorry, alright.
Actually, Frici beaming information into Auroris' brain and
That's
using him
possible.
like a sock puppet.
Oh dear.
Got his
That
hands
brings
stuck
terrible
up his
images
back.
to mind.
Let me just check the
I'm
strings.
going to.
Oh, you're going with strings, are you? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
not
That's a far less gruesome mental image, thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Much more
haven't bothered
comfortable.
looking.
Mhm.
You prefer being strung up, do you, Oro?
Let's get to the prince or count. Is
But the
Nitebytes
alternatives, yes.
Neither a prince nor a count.
He's into restraints.
He's not a prince and he doesn't count.
Let's see.
This game is getting weirder.
Getting weird, yeah?
Frici is just ignoring everything we're saying.
Frinci's
Game
just
is-
winning.
Yeah, there is that too. The game is getting weirder, but there is no alcohol involved.
Yes.
He's just like got sort of
Very
local
good,
news,
actually.
so he can just play the game.
Yes.
That's what it actually is. He's just locally muted all of us.
Hmm. Which of you three?
There is deep thought happening.
Let's go with that who has the most
42.
points.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
Ouch.
well,
bugger!
If I get knocked out, I'm going to score a point.
Bugger than blast.
Oh, for God's sake.
2 guards. Have we even got any
Well,
guards
I
left?
have
1,
got
2, 3,
one
4,
of the
5,
worst
7.
hands in history.
There's only 1 guard left in the game, actually.
Nonsense, you have lovely hands, you just need to moisturise better.
So all I need to do now is decide which of these remaining 2 players I wish to have knock me out.
Nitebytes. Frici wins
'Cause one
too
of them,
much.
one of them is going to. So yeah, we'll go with that suggestion. We will let
Say
Nitebytes
that Nitebytes
knock me out of the
won.
game.
Yeah. You see, I'm trying to keep him sweet.
Oh, what a surprise! Yeah, you see, I can either play the Dowager Queen or discard the Princess. Neither good choices.
I seem to remember having that combination previously.
Accurate, yeah. Not a good
Yep.
choice. Let's go with this one.
Especially
Since I
since
don't
the
have
bishop had
anything
already
other
gone,
good to
so I
do.
knew for a fact there was nothing on the table I could beat.
Yep.
You actually checked for the bishop this time, man.
Yeah.
No, I just remembered it being played.
No. Night eyes Frici. Frici eyes night. We need some Western music, spaghetti time.
Yes.
Yep. With the huge close up on the eyes as they go left and right.
It turns out one of them is wearing a sheet of metal under their
Yep.
top.
Yep.
Really, when we do board games for midweek multiplayer, I really should play with a soundboard up.
Do you have a Baroness, Frici?
No,
damn.
thank you not.
Were you spending that entire time counting up how many of every single card have been played so far?
I think he was.
I think he was.
I might have been.
Let's see if you can throw something on yourself, actually. Okay, that works.
He fights behind- he
You
fights
can only
behind-
play a card on yourself. I'm protected.
Doink.
Nitebytes has protection.
Hides behind the.
The thing is, I need to get knocked out to get a point, so
That's true, actually. You're acting
True.
against your own interests here by making Frici
yeah.
act
I find
against
it
himself.
interesting and wonder what it says about the handmaid that she carries protection.
I think she's just heavily armed and armoured.
Ah.
It's the baby cart wolf situation. You have no idea how many weapons she has.
Whereas looking
in
at the
those
artwork with the
skirts.
Countess, it looks like you'd need protection.
The original good time had by all.
Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
dear. That was
Oh.
positively titter.
Whoops, I didn't get.
Hey.
Nitebytes wins again.
Well, I got a point either way, I guess.
Yeah. Right.
Do you have?
Very true. Nitebytes is on track to win this entire game again.
Well, I'm the first one to get a point. It's hardly on track.
Note
to
to self,
everyone
next
else.
time we play this, don't invite
You are
Nitebytes.
aware that the track exists. I think you're not so much on it. You're just looking.
We're still
Frici,
with a
do you
notebook in
have
hand.
a Baron or Baroness? Okay.
Nope. I don't.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to play the Constable because it's about the only way I'm going to get any points.
It's a solid
The
card.
concept is a good way to get points.
It's quite satisfying doing that,
Okay.
really, isn't it? Just making someone use an offensive card against themselves if they.
Mm.
Let's choose you two with the most points.
Oh, so I'm so completely safe.
Oh. I must also
Well-
choose myself, apparently.
Yes.
Yes, because you've
that
got to
whole
target yourself.
sycophant thing that I did last time.
Yes.
Yeah, Fishy has.
I
Oh no, Fishy
chose
finished the round with last.
both me and you. But apparently it doesn't work.
Not really, Meki.
Yeah, he might have done just at the
Oh,
beginning
there
of
we
that
go.
time, but after he got his first 2 points, he literally hasn't done anything even remotely considered
No.
close to succeeding.
Yes. But to be fair, Auroris, neither of you. So,
I finished the last round. I finished the last round on 3 points. Thank you very much.
yeah, fair enough. Okay. Oh, fuck's
So did
sake.
Fishy, I think.
Yeah.
Frici did.
So
I
did
think
I.
Fishy and Drut both finished with
Bollocking.
2 points.
No.
Bollocks. Damn.
No is the answer.
Yeah.
Mm,
So you are
okay.
neither the handmaid nor a sycophant.
No, I am neither a
Handmaid is off
hooker
with the sycophant.
nor.
Definitely not a sycophantic handmaid.
You don't know what a handmaid is, do you?
They're the ones who
handmade,
give-
not
they're the
job.
ones who look after the.
I'm safe for a turn.
Somebody keeps getting messages and it's driving me up the wall.
I think it's the new turn alert, isn't
That-
it?
If that was the little strange bleepy noise, yeah. That's,
No, it's the
That sounds like
dual
Skype.
buzzing.
Oh.
Uh,
No, it's the double buzzing.
It's, not
It's
mine.
the which
hmm.
I keep checking my phone just in case
Hmm.
someone's
Play
come
a
in because
card.
I've stuck it on my braid.
I don't think it's
and
mine.
it's
Only
me.
was-
Tell that browser on my other computer to shut the hell up.
Not me, because my phone is on mute.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's just weird.
Mine is on vibrate.
Yeah.
And it vibrates
Which part of
constantly,
that
apparently,
don't
because I
want to
get
play
messages all the time.
Oh, that could well be you then. That's all right. It's just I keep checking mine
I'm
because
gonna
that
play-
makes the same pulse.
The Baron against.
Well, we both have a Samsung phone.
Yeah.
That's natural.
Ooh.
Yep.
And Frichi's down for the count.
Yay!
Or the Baron in this case.
Or down for the guard, as the case may be. Oh, well, no.
I'd have gone for
Yeah,
Nightbot.
promote.
He's protected. He's
Yeah.
a git.
Well, given my options,
Oh, thanks.
well, I couldn't exactly pick Nitebytes, could I?
Well, you could.
Why am I suddenly the default? Well, I couldn't pick Nitebytes, so I'm picking. Why would you want to pick Nitebytes in the first place? I'm harmless.
Well, I didn't even have the option. That was
You've
the
got a
problem.
point.
I know I've got a point. I'm harmless.
Yeah.
You've got a
Mostly
point, make it
harmless.
there.
Seems really strange you'd actually choose to pick Assassin or Jester, given that if you're right, there's a 50% chance you're out.
Yeah, I know.
It does seem quite strange.
Yes, my brain just yelled kamikaze.
You have a very good point there, Ecuador. Now
Yeah.
Fuchi's out, we each have a reasonably good chance of winning.
Drud, do you have a Countess or the Dowager Queen?
No.
Dang it.
Rip.
Dang, ding, diggly, dang, dang. Jossie is not a countess or dowager queen. Thank you for that.
Nice.
Let's see if I can take out Nightbites. I'm going to Dowager Queen you.
Oh, this is going to go well.
Okay, sure.
Hey!
Yay,
My
well
bite is
done.
out.
Done.
The king just took out the dowager queen. There's got to be a gag in there somewhere. Possibly a ball.
No,
one.
technically the Dowager Queen took out the king.
Well, can't smoke the
For a
church.
nice dinner and maybe some dancing.
Well, I think technically your other card is what took out the king,
Yeah.
whatever that is, because it's comparing the hands. It's,
It's
This
clearly
is true.
lower than a 6.
All
yeah.
you know is it's lower than a 6, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the card which took out the king.
Doesn't
Without-
tell you a lot.
The Dowager just brought you together.
It does, because there's a lot of cards that are lower than a 6 out already, so it tells you a bit.
True enough, it does take you quite a
Yes.
bit by this
Oh,
time.
Clearly, it was a handmaid because then the dowager called the king out with the handmaid, and then he's in the discard pile now.
Oh, goodness.
Oh dear. Was anyone expecting a serious game this evening?
No,
Not for a second, and I'm loving it the way it is.
Not for one
It
moment.
It has the logo midweek multiplayer at the top left-hand corner of my screen that
Yes,
literally defines not serious.
not serious. Yes.
Oh, you're right. I completely forgot to add that logo.
Oh no.
Why is it
I'm
not in
glad
the
I
film?
knocked you out.
Well, now he's got the time.
Okay.
That's
Anyway,
true.
actually.
I'm quite glad for the big open area on the tabletop on this with the wood effect because I think it gives a good place to stick my
I
logo.
think Fishy has a prince or a countdown. Never mind.
Count them.
Countdown.
Yeah.
Baron
Count
von Down.
backwards. Yes.
There we
count
go.
back.
Now we have a
Oh,
multiplayer logo on my stream as well.
Yay.
Right.
Ah,
All
well
for
done.
multiplayer.
Well done.
Fine, there you
Oh, okay.
are.
Come on, Drake, you can win around. You can do this.
Clearly, I'm sorry, I was precogging. I apologise.
I'm just going to go with a handmaiden, I think, here. And
Are you?
be safe. Yes, I'm just going to
Who
disappear
wouldn't?
off into a corner somewhere with a handmaiden. Big do not disturb sign.
Really too late. You're disturbed.
Oh, well, I
Do
will-
not further disturb.
As not interrupt, surely. Bring beer and pizza.
Actually, root beer. Close enough.
Eh,
How many?
hang on,
Stop
root-
someone putting their jacket on. Is that Cotus Interruptus?
Speaking of coast, isn't it time for Fishy to get his?
Quite possible.
Right.
It's not a priest or cardinal.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think if any of us were priests or cardinals, we'd be getting excommunicated after this stream.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes, I'm capable of
Of
retaining
course.
information for an entire turn.
See, I was
Okay.
originally going to play with Jester against Fishy, but he didn't seem to want that to happen. So.
Can't be bothered to do the maths, so I'll just randomly guess at something for Drut.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's gone and what hasn't. Let's say priest or cardinal, because they've probably all gone.
Didn't I ask that like one turn ago? I know.
You think I pay attention to what anyone else does?
Let's do that. My card value will be +1. Woohoo.
That can be helpful quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, not when I've played a
Okay.
shed load of ones. It just brings it down to slightly less pathetic.
Let's go with the handmaiden and sycophant this time.
Niet.
Oh. It is
Uh,
Alpha 7 Part 4 is out.
Alpha 7.
The
Part
fast
4.
upload. Yeah. They're doing, they're rolling out alphas in parts.
Do they roll
Damn
the
you.
dice to decide which?
Quite deliberately hanging on to that assassin.
yep.
Oh well, so much
I
for
had
my
a feeling.
tactic, if tactic you can call it.
Yep. Come at me, bro.
Okay.
This sounds like
I
all
shall
out
just
war here.
baron you and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Let's end this one way or another.
Finish
Oh,
him.
you won, Fisher.
Well
I
done.
got a point. I got a point.
See, if
You know, it had to happen
hadn't-
eventually.
If you hadn't
Well
played
done.
if you hadn't played that handmaiden, I'd jested you.
Yep. Fishy, just take your damn turn, cheating.
Right. So, yeah, okay, I will take my damn cheating turn.
Damn
Play the
cheating.
constable and get myself another point, one way or another.
Yeah, valid.
Nice, very nice.
If it goes to the end, highest card wins. You don't
No.
actually get knocked out, though, do you? So that wouldn't apply. If you actually survive to the end, but then don't have the
That's a
highest
good
card,
point. Yeah, if,
that wouldn't.
if
It's
it
not
gets to that point, then
guaranteed
no, I wouldn't
point.
get
There
my
are still
point.
ways you can fail.
Hello,
Yeah, I've been in
Baru.
that situation with the constable. No, it doesn't
Hello,
trigger because you
Baru.
weren't knocked out. Hello, Baru.
Baru,
Hey, Baru.
Welcome aboard.
good
We
evening,
are
Baru.
playing Love Letter, which is a card game published by Alderach Entertainment. It's a simple little game. There are, I don't know, these days I think it's about, 30 odd cards in the deck. And the idea is just to be the last man standing, effectively. It plays quite quickly. It's all about guessing what cards are in the other player's hands. And you score a point for being the last person in the round. Or there are now, in this edition, a couple of cards that will score you a point for other conditions. And you just keep playing until somebody hits 4 points with this number of players.
I know what Nitebytes got.
We're playing it on a site called BoardGameArena.com, which is...
Do you now, Drat?
It's a free site that lets you play board
Are
games.
you looking at my Twitch?
Some of the games are premium, and you have to actually somebody has to be paying for them. So I've paid a 2-month subscription so that we can play this game.
Okay, well, premium ones. In absence of any other valid option, and as soon as Drut says, "I know what you got," Drut, do you happen to have a priest or cardinal?
No.
Damn it!
So, as you may be able to tell, you have one card in your hand at a time. So when it's your turn, you draw a second card and play.
Nicely played, Drut.
Yep.
That was
very nice.
Baited you into attacking me and then
perfectly baited.
Then stuck an
Right,
assassin.
so let's see.
Yes, thank you for the very careful wording there, Rory. Fishy.
Yes, I'm just looking at what's been played before I play this guard.
I can just sit here basking in the fact that my
I'm
FX17 t-shirt is really very comfortable.
Oh, I hate you.
I'm going to target Oro and I'm going to
there.
see whether he's got a handmaid or sycophant.
I don't.
And when he hasn't, then it'll be his go.
Yeah.
Since you're out of the game.
Gods, no, that's not good. Fuck. Oh, this is going to be bad.
Somebody's not impressed with the hand he just drew.
No.
Interesting.
Let's see what that will think of your
The
hand.
nice thing with the Countess, of course, is that there are now plenty of situations other than having the king or prince in your hand where you will want to just get rid of the Countess anyway because you want to keep the other cards.
Yes.
Which makes it far less predictable than it was in the
Who
original
did you
version.
pick for
True. True.
Baroness?
I'm sorry to hear that, Baron.
See, Frici now knows why I was feeling depressed in life and expecting to be out that round.
Is it anything you think one of us may be able to help with? I mean, Frici is omniscient.
Which is omniscient, and the rest of us have little bits of knowledge that can be glued together.
Nitebytes?
What about Nitebytes? It's not my go.
Since you're out of the game and I can open your stream, can you showcase your
I'm going to make
Frontier Expo set?
Exchange hands.
Oh, goody.
There you go, Frontier Expo
Lovely.
shirt.
Look at what
That's the
Drutty
point,
has.
actually. Now I want to see.
Probably easier if I stand up a bit. Hang on. There you go, Frontier Expo.
Nice.
It's very
I'm
comfortable.
going next year.
It is a very nice shirt indeed.
I picked up a couple of other t-shirts while I was there. There was a very nice t-shirt with a cobra on it, and an even nicer looking t-shirt with an SRV on it. So I bought them both.
Can we vote kick Nitebytes out of this group on general?
That sounds like a
I liked the Thargoid one a bit. Quite
I didn't like the Thargoid
people
one.
that actually said screenies of that. Screenies, well, photos.
Oh, it's my turn. I had not noticed.
Yes, it is your turn.
I still want the wireframe Cobra t-shirt because I think that's incredibly cool.
I love
I'm
that
just
one.
going to go next year. I'm just going to.
Yeah.
I will find some money somewhere.
I've only done a little bit of C, unfortunately, Barry.
Very, very small amount. Same amount as I've done.
Yeah, roughly.
I've done.
If it wouldn't annoy someone else in stream off, I would get the stickers that I got out, but I would have to, I think, wind someone up to do that, and I'm not going to do that. So.
Oh, yeah.
Because someone will come after you with either a sword, a gun, or an axe, probably.
No, it's just simply a matter of where they're stored.
Oh, thank
I
you.
think I've
Thank
got
you,
an idea
Frici.
of what he may be talking about there.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought you might, Fishy. But there were rather a lot of people giving out stickers. I got stickers from Canon Research, the Fuel Rats. I think the Hut and Truckers gave me a few. Plus the FDev ones you got in the goodie bag.
Nice.
I just need somewhere to stick him.
Hate him.
Sorry, Fishy.
But one time you can actually use that card and win.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Bye, Fishy.
Ouch.
Damn it.
What else was I supposed?
damn,
The
damn.
only thing I could really do with a Dowager Queen was use it against a person who literally had just taken my princess.
Yes. Your princess is in another castle.
Fishy's the
Yeah,
castle.
but if you
Where
ping
have I
me
heard that
after the
before?
game, I can check it for you.
Oh God.
I won't solve your assignment for you, but I will still give you pointers.
Hmm.
No pun intended.
Because Frici is pretty awesome like that.
Truth. It's like when I was
see.
setting up my boss on the VPS, Frici basically handheld me all the way through it. Which has nothing to do with C
Damn.
programming, but nope.
And presumably nothing to do with holding hands either.
Well,
Nope.
yeah.
Thankfully not, yeah.
Really
Neither of
not.
us and Mr. Tickle, our arms aren't long enough.
Arms across
I was
Europe.
thinking Portal initially, I will confess. Yes.
See, that I could believe with these two.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just use that.
That's just so that Frici can nick from Boro's beer fridge.
Does Oro have a beer fridge?
No.
He didn't realise he did, but
And aren't all beer fridges just a part of everyone's car?
Mine currently has a substantial.
Isn't that the first thing you do when you design a car? You put a beer fridge in it.
that
Absolutely.
sounds like a plan. Oops. Oh, bollocks.
Oh no, me versus Frici. Why would you do this to me?
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum,
Oh,
bum,
fuck.
bum. That was
Now,
interesting.
see, I'm just disappointed because that's it. I'm not going to earn any more points now. I've got to the 2 that is apparently what I saw.
Well, I've got nothing.
You may be at the 2, Fishy, but you're leading. You are
Yes.
winning.
I was leading when I got the 2 last time.
Yep.
I earned another point.
This is true.
I got nothing.
Oh, this is going to go badly.
Yes. Yes. Hang on a minute. There's only one opponent left.
A git file. Okay.
That's about the best. That's about the best way this is going for me.
Oh God.
Well done.
Frici is now protected for a turn.
It's fine, I'll just do this.
Oh, you meant the gift, I see. I'll check it, but...
And Frici wins.
Damn.
So-
round.
Oro gets a point.
I win! Yay! Frici
Everyone
wins, so
gets
Oro gets
points.
I get no points.
I didn't get any
have
points either,
no
Drut.
points.
I have a point, but I didn't get any that round. And Fishy is in the lead.
I'm confused.
But not for long.
Until now. Ish.
We should definitely check. what
Right, I'm
else
going to
this
take an early
set
check out of
offers
this game.
And possibly play this game again, since
I am going
Fishy
to
paid for
pick-
this.
on Frici in the vain hope that I can Dowager Queen him. No, I can't. He's protected.
He's
Damn it! I'll pick on
protected.
Dark Insanity instead.
Yeah. Dowager Queen wandering the halls with a dagger. I just
Well,
envision
shit. Cool, right. That's the end of the stream.
Tap,
for the
tap, tap,
day.
tap, tap, tap those locks. Next door. Stab, 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 stab.
Oh, yeah. That's the end of the stream for the day. Thanks. Bye.
Psycho calling.
Let's look at what Drutty and Nitebytes have got.
Oh, fuck all. I'm vaguely amazed I'm still in the bloody game again.
I'm expecting not to be for very long.
That's me out.
Fuck.
Screw you, Frici.
Instant karma. Instant karma.
I didn't
Oh.
like seeing that card next to your name, so...
Oh, bollocking bollocks.
Instant karma
The-
right there.
The Baroness was obviously following the Dowager Queen down the castle halls.
Screw it. I have no idea. Damn.
I'm starting to imagine this now as some sort of vague spy versus spy comedy thing going on.
You could make a
Okay.
movie of this game, and
Let's
given all
Really
the
good.
games
Yeah.
and film
take out
adaptations
Frici.
there've been.
Knowing my luck, the answer is no, but it's worth a try.
Comedy
Ah,
game
yes.
of
Oh wow!
assassination.
This
Well
is,
done.
this
Well
is-
done, him.
Are we playing?
Yay! Fridge out. It's
we
down to
playing-
Fishy and
What
Drut.
the-
You could be getting a point here, Drat.
Is this
Don't say
bloodbath
things
rules
like-
or something? I mean, that's literally in one round. 3 people have just been knocked out. There's literally once round the table. 3 of us are
Bloodbath
gone.
rules.
It's the new edition, Bloodletter.
No, surely
And
we
I
will
am
have
going to
dress-
Baron Drutty. I think this
Uh.
might just get me another point. And it does.
Yeah.
Game is broken.
Yeah.
Fishy
Well
has
done.
more
Just to
than
make
2
a nice
points.
change, having the princess actually worked for me. Normally it just makes you toast,
Yes.
but it worked.
Did anyone
Right,
actually
let's
have
start
the
with a
bishop?
constable because I don't expect to win this one.
Moving on. Let's
That
just-
constable has a good chance of winning me this game.
I'm just
I've
Oh
gonna-
got
shit!
3
Yes, it
points.
does.
I win a point
That's
if I'm
fine,
Yeah.
knocked out.
actually.
Wait a minute. Fishy can't lose this game at this point. If he's not knocked out, that means he wins. He
can-
gets a point.
I can
If he
lose.
is knocked out,
No,
he gets a
the lower
point and he
value
wins.
card
We
at the
have
end
to
of the game.
we have to force it to a empty deck, and he has to lose the final
Don't
draw on
say
the empty
he
deck.
can't lose.
Yeah,
I'm
Oh,
I
sure
can
if
lose.
he pushes.
I can lose by ending the game with a guard in my hand, which is
Yeah,
what's going to
exactly.
happen, obviously.
Exactly.
Right,
It's
so
just
we
remember
don't.
not to knock me out.
The point is, we have to drain the deck, and Fishy lose. We have to drain the deck basically. Anyone other than Fishy can have the highest card.
Yeah.
Draining the deck sounds like a euphemism for something. Just going to go and
I think it's
drain
a-
the deck.
I think it's a medical procedure
Well,
of some sort.
Fishy, start by drawing a card. Okay, sure.
Uh-huh. I don't know whether I'm sad or happy to get rid of the Dowager Queen.
Well, it's very.
I'm
good at
generally
getting
happy
you
to
out.
get rid of it because
It's,
Pretty much.
it's a horrible card, except under the right circumstances, in which
Yeah.
case it
These are the right circumstances.
Yes. It's a horrible
Agree.
card, except for it isn't.
So I'm going to guess that Nitebytes has got a. Let me
Don't
see.
have an
Can I get
assassin Nitebytes.
Interestingly, although the bishop does not actually say you can't, it won't let you guess the guard on the bishop either. I'm assuming
No.
that that is correct in the rules, but it doesn't say it in the list.
Yeah.
I'm
Guards
going
wear
to
uniform.
guess-
They're really easy to spot. There's no point
Uh,
guessing.
Let's go with a baron or baroness.
nope. I am
I didn't
not.
think that was going to work, but it would have been funny if I just won the game at that point.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Hit freaking stoical.
And
Thank
I
you, Dark
know.
Insanity.
So you just
Ooh,
picked the
bye-bye
wrong.
night.
You just picked the wrong number, Fishy.
Yeah.
If in doubt, add one.
That would be Nightfall then.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
God. I think he's an insane prince.
Oh, I'm one of those.
Fishy wins.
Actually, something is working here.
Sorry, getting a little ahead of myself.
Yes!
Now he wins, but
He win.
Now he wins. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
fair enough.
It's
Excellent.
like the first correct guess I got this game, and I knew that. That's what he had.
Nice, very nice.
Happy
Nice.
with that.
That is
I
quite a
think
fun
that's-
little game.
That was a
Seems
fun
like a
game.
good place to end it.
Keep
I
it
don't think
on
we've
the
got time
list.
for a third game, it being 10 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
have to
all
be
for
up.
playing.
Yeah, that's
Um,
thank you all for.
I
Thank
hope
for
you
playing.
understand
It's
why
been very fun.
Love Letter
It's
Yeah.
quite,
took
that's
the
pretty
gaming world
fun.
by storm when it was released.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's I like the changes that they've made to it with the additional cards.
Hmm.
A lot of the time when you get a second edition or enhancements
It's
to a game,
stupid.
I tend to think,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
why have you done that? I don't really see an improvement. But in this case, they
They've
do
done a
actually
really,
make
really
the
good job with
gameplay
it.
that little bit better. It's not as
Yeah.
quick as it used to be, so you can't just blast through it, but only because there were more cards to run out. But it is still a lot of fun. As I said earlier, we were playing this on BoardGameArena.com, which it's a premium game, so you do need to pay to be able to get access to it. But it's not expensive; it's like €4 a month.
And you only need one person in the group to be a
Yeah.
premium player.
Nice,
You only
For
have
the
to
hu-
be the person who sets up the table. So
Yeah.
Mm.
for the next 2 months, 2 months starting tonight. We have access to this game on my account if anybody
Yeah.
wants to play it
Also,
again.
Carcassonne.
And a couple of other games
Yeah.
like Carcassonne.
The Builders,
and
Middle
Ages,
I don't think we'll
Lost
We
stream
City.
should
basically.
definitely
But
take a
good
look at
list.
those games.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you for playing, and thank everybody in all
Everyone
5
streams.
streams.
5 streams,
Five
yeah.
concurrent-
Wow.
Yeah,
This is a definite midweek multiplay.
Might be a record
definitely
for
the
us.
most multiplay that we have done yet.
It was,
Yeah.
yes.
And it's
Everyone
been
looking for board games on Twitch at the moment is just going, hang on a minute.
yeah.
There's a lot of repetition going on
These all
here.
look familiar.
Yes.
we definitely need to do another midweek multiplay.
Wow.
I
Okay.
have
Once
no
again,
idea where this
Nitebytes
goes,
been
but
invaded by Thargoids.
Sorry.
Do you mean Nitebytes' home has been invaded by Thargoids? Because otherwise we're looking at a probe.
Not necessarily.
Well, Unknown
That's-
Probes definitely in the game. There's a list on Galnet.
That's
Sorry.
actually what happened at Frontier Expo.
Now we know.
They all got abducted.
This is how Nitebytes got his
Ah.
t-shirts. He was offered t-shirts in exchange for scientific experimentation.
It's 'cause as everyone knows, I simply cannot remit.
Oh God! You know what? I've had a tremendous blast this evening. I am now going to end my stream and go and see if I
Yeah.
have any whiskey.
This has been a
It's been a blast.
very entertaining.
It's been a very good evening. It's
Oh,
been a
very
great
much
game.
so.
a very nice evening.
I am now going to end my stream as well. And
Yeah.
As will I.
That's what I.
good night to
That's
one
what
and
we
all.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, one and all.
Good night,
Yeah.
everyone.
Night,
Thanks for
everybody.
stopping by. Have a great evening. See you soon.
Right, so. That was funny. Okay. Right, anyway. Tomorrow evening will be The Witcher, carrying on with The Witcher, doing stuff and things, and we're probably going to finish the game either tomorrow or the week after, probably very early on the week after. I hope it's tomorrow, because if we finish it in the first half an hour, I won't start another game straight away, so it'll be a very short stream. Hopefully, but yeah, we're finishing A Witcher soon. Friday should be Conan Exiles. I'm hoping there'll be someone to play around. No. No. Hoping there'll be someone to play with on Friday. If not, I'll probably still do Conan because we didn't last week. Don't know. Maybe we'll drag Mekwidor into it for a while. I don't know. Saturday afternoon is going to be Overwatch because the Halloween event is out. Hopefully Kaz is going to be around to show up how bad we all are at the game. But yeah, so that will be Saturday afternoon. Saturday evening will be Beyond Insanity Update 1.4. The stuff thing. I'll give you a preview of the show notes. Frontier Expo. Basically followed by some sort of party game. Not entirely sure what it will be. We might do more Town of Salem. Dum dum dum. Kaz, we're playing Overwatch on Saturday afternoon from about 2 till 6. If you are interested, obviously you don't have to stay around for the whole time. But if you're interested, that's what's happening. But yeah, we might play some party games. I've got a few different things. So if we could play more Town of Salem, Choice Chamber, I could probably download Jackbox again if I haven't already. Move or Die, Ultimate Chicken Horse, whatever. We'll see what people want to play. Sunday afternoon is regularly. I have hiccups. Sunday afternoon is regular Elite Dangerous stream, doing Elite Dangerous stuff. I have about a year to make several billion credits so that we can afford a fleet carrier when they get released in Q4. For more on that, come to Beyond Insanity on Saturday evening. Hint, hint, hint. What we're up to. Sunday evening I'll be Secret World Legends. We're somewhere in the middle of Egypt. We just finished last train to Cairo and last week, so we'll be continuing from there. Doing stuff, or possibly Halloween content if that's released by then. I'm not sure exactly what the release date is. Anyway, Monday next week will be Homeworld. Hopefully Twitch will be behaving and we can actually stream it again because I really enjoyed that last time. And then next Tuesday will be Dark Cloud, where we've just finished Queens, the area. Ironic given what we were just playing. And so, yeah, we'll be moving on to the next section of that, which is where it gets weird. Then next Wednesday afternoon, I'm at work, unfortunately. Damn. And in the evening, it'll be something in midweek multiplayer again. Don't even know what. It'll be something. It might be this again. It might be Carcassonne because Fishy's got the 2-month thing. So yeah. Anyway, until next time, which is tomorrow. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have enjoyed. I am going to give Bainrika a host because Bainrika is funny and awesome and deserves your follow, watch. Nurse. He's currently playing. He's a horror streamer. He is currently streaming Fear First Encounter Assault Recon. He's doing Splattober, which is like his running month of just horror games every single day. Normally he takes breaks, not October. Anyway, and as we mentioned earlier, there's still 1 week left until the 18th of October for September/Subtober because you can subscribe to any channel at any tier for half price if you're a first time or returning streamer at any tier. For that first month, and then it's at half price all which anyway, blah 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 blah. Everyone in chat already knows this. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow. Good night.
Bullet.